episode 20. This is our 20th session? For reals?
Mm-hmm.
Holy cow.
Oh, yeah.
How long have you been playing with us now, Blue? Because I think it was like you joined in like what, the 7th or 8th session, something like that?
Yep.
Awesome. Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Vigil's Remnant. For us, this is our 20th episode, as we are in the area surrounding Last Wall, which is the last fallen city of the nation of Vigil. Is the last. Let me try that again from the top. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Vigil's Remnants. This is our 20th episode, where we are exploring the area surrounding Vigil, which is the last city to fall after Oh, thank you, Sinful Shuckle. Thank you for the follow. They're the last city to fall after the Whispering Tyrant's invasion. Our crew, our illustrious people here, were exploring. I have children in the background. Hey, boys.
Hi.
I love you.
Love you. Looking for it.
But how about you go look for whatever you need out there?
But
So-
okay.
Awesome.
My kids are over there.
The full experience. Sounds good, Sinful. Glad you're here. The crew.
You truly are beautiful, you know that?
Oh, you're so nice, Jester. Hello, Ozzy. The crew was last in the small city of.
Hello there.
What do we call it again? Oh, thank you for the follow, Ozzy. I can't even remember the name. My brain's all over the place for where we were.
Maybe if you bring up the map.
You know what? That would help. Boom. Miss Sarcastic. Nantwich. It was helpful and sarcastic.
You
I
truly are
appreciate it.
beautiful, you know that?
I
Oh.
totally did not put sandwich on there.
You should put
Manwich.
The best
Manwich.
It's Nantwich. Thanks to Fantasy Name Generator.
That
Nonetheless,
was random, right?
it was a random. You guys made your way to Nantwich, which is a city that was hospitable to your people. It was there that you knew something was going on. You'd recently found out that the Whispering Tyrant's people had been orchestrating this plot to essentially undermine cities through lots of drugs. And this plan has been going on for about a year now. Nonetheless, when you got to Nantwich, that's exactly what was going on. A large portion of the populace had become addicted to the drug Shiver. It seems like the Whispering Tyrant's plans, as well as the Whispering Way, which is the Whispering Tyrant's cult, is in full swing and full effectiveness. Even the Knights of Ozim, the last surviving ones from Last Wall, or at least the ones that were in Nantwich, had succumbed to this addiction, perhaps to escape the horrors and the terrors and of the reality of war, of an undead army invading their lands. It was there a plot began to uncover. A nobleman Garrus was buying up the land of Nantwich, as well as helping to orchestrate this plot. And the brave, valiant Vanya went to essentially follow him because he was kind of a douchebag. Which, credit to me for really playing a douchebag so much that she wanted to assassinate him. Nonetheless, she caught him red-handed, essentially talking with cultists of the Whispering Way. So actually half the proceeds, Jester, just as a clarification. However, I usually end up giving it all to them anyway. What was I saying? Vanya assassinates nobleman Garrus after catching him red-handed in the middle of an alley in Nantwich. Not only because he was a cultist, but because he was kind of a jerk earlier that day. Unfortunately for her, she did not know of the mystical skull tattoo underneath his shirt that essentially exploded his chest outward, maybe as a failsafe to keep cultists quiet. The blood, gore, viscera, and shrapnel sprayed Vanya, leaving her in the middle of the street to scream out. People start to awaken, worried about what was going on out there. The small explosion, the scream, everything. Only to find Vanya, the catfolk, in the midst of all of it, dumbfounded in shock. Was she guilty? Absolutely. Did she try to lie her way out of it? Absolutely.
Again, remember that scene where like everyone was like shocked, and then Garrus is just, or not Garrus, that was my old character. They're just
Oh yeah. Unfortunately, the only people that Vanya's really able to fool are her friends. She's led to the jail, and a new person comes onto the scene, Cranston, who helps to figure out exactly that this is cult work going on right here. What happens next? They try to break her out of prison. Well, not they, but Dirge specifically, the rogue for the party, hiding the murder weapon, getting to the prison to give Vanya her means of escaping. Several bottles of acid that hopefully she can use.
Nope, that was Maj.
Oh, my bad.
Dirge took my drugs to the
the house of the noble and Garrus.
Where he told his son, if you go to sleep, your dad will be alive again.
Oh, yeah, that was terrible. Dirge is a really bad man. Did you plant evidence? Is that what you did?
I planted the drugs in the house.
Yeah, you planted the shiver
before
drugs in the house.
Before we knew that every officer of the law was on the take.
Well, you don't know that
he said not everyone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I've been rolling randomly to decide, if this person is,
Were the lovers in on it?
So
Yes.
I didn't tell you this back then, but one lover was and the other wasn't.
Oh, that's tension.
I know, right?
star-crossed lovers. How about we just forget about the tyrant?
Yeah.
Forget about everything.
Nonetheless, eventually, the party makes its way to the prison to try and get Vanya out. Maj shifts into the wall of stone, giving Vanya the means to escape, and she runs away as fast as she possibly can after burning through the bars with acid in a huge, scary escape attempt. The party makes its way back to the tavern to do its best to try and get some rest, only to be assaulted in the evening. Cranston gets a little bit lippy and actually punches Rogue, which guards witness, which causes him. And Cranston as well was quite, how do we say this, verbally loud about his about everything going on. So he was being put in the prison. Cranston alone. The party separated. Dirge going to get Vanya. Vanya running. Well, the party's unfortunately rudely interrupted in the night when they are awoken. Cranston is isolated in his cell, having to fend off two guards/cultists. The party woken up in the middle of the night with two guards/cultists. They do their best to rest after the dispatch of these evil villains. Cranston breaking his way out of the prison, making his way back to the party. First thing they do in the morning, get Rogue the blood transfusion that he needs. Asgrim's fit to start fighting again. And then they take off to hopefully go find out what the hell happened to Vanya. It is the morning, the following day, one long night that never seemed like it was going to end. And finally, they're out of Nantwich, a place that was once very hospitable to them. Now, I don't know. We'll have to look back and find out one day. For the time being, though, the party makes its way to another small town. A small town that Rogue's character, Asgrim, specifically told them wasn't super hospitable to him in the future, but it seemed like the only one they could get Vanya to help her escape the law. The small town of Orkney. And that is where we will take up our group today. It is morning. You've finally gotten out of Nantwich and you're on your way to the small town of Orkney. There are 4 of you together at this point in time. Sir Hammond, the champion paladin, Maj, the wizard, Vanya, the gunslinger, oh no, Vanya's not there, Cranston, the cleric, and Asgrim, the ranger. The 4 of you are there. As you're making your way towards Orkney, what are you doing, if anything?
I think I'm basically just trying to go through it in my head and try to figure out exactly what's going on. That's most of my time is introspective.
Asgrim will be scouting and reading the signs of around us and ahead of us.
I like that. Why don't you go ahead and roll me a survival check for that?
And behind us, we might be getting pursued.
Maybe. Ooh, I like
job.
that. Thank you.
I think, let's see. Sir Hammond is definitely trying to blaze there as fast as he can, so he's leaning forward and just trying to get this horse to go there. Maj? I think he's going to be looking around very actively. Trying to see what he can't see. He knows that he can see things better and further than all the others. And he can't read while he's on the back of a horse.
Motion sickness?
No.
Oh.
Okay.
Sorry, I was just making sure that didn't have anything extra. All right.
No worries.
Here we go.
All right, that is all 4 of your characters. So you proceed, and I think we said that it was about afternoon by the time that you got out and after everything was done. Rogue.
That's the way we started.
That's
He's fully recovered, guys. It's okay.
First roll of the game. First roll of the game, people.
You're questioning the type of blood that this lady gave you. You're like, is this...
I don't know about this juice.
Yeah, I don't know about this.
It was goblin blood.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe he's
Constantly
like
on the edge of throwing up, but you're not. You're just like nauseous.
having total trouble. Like, is this even a deer track or is it a raccoon? Like, I can't even tell anymore. What's wrong with me?
Yeah.
It'd be a shame if they ran across that big old cobra that I.
Yeah, it would be a shame.
So,
I
Can
think
Maj roll a perception check since he's trying to stay alert as well?
that's fine. Yeah, go ahead.
Natural 20. Calling it out.
Yeah.
Maj
I
really
think-
doesn't need it.
I think all of us believed that was going to happen. I don't know about you, but there wasn't a shadow. Like, I was just like, yeah, no, he's going to roll a natural 20. I just feel it in my bones, and it was wrong. So there you go. Just
But 23.
apparently my bones are full of shit. So yeah, you're looking around. Yeah, Rogue, Asgram, you're looking at the ground. You don't really see much. Maj. So here's what I'm gonna do, because perception's such a general thing, being able to see things. However, I've been struggling with this as a GM to how to do this, because perception is such a catch-all for so much, and we become very reliant on it, which is fine. It's a great skill, and it makes sense. You see something, you hear something. However, when I think of something like survival, that is specific to perceiving like tracks, right? Or other animals. It's perception, but it's also its own thing. Like, you are trained to see things that other people aren't. That makes sense?
Mm-hmm.
Medicine is very similar to that as well, right? Like, oh, that person has a cut, right? Whereas somebody who's a trained medical professional might look at that cut and be like, that's an 8-inch avulsion, and that's going to need stitches. And so here's how I think I'm going to handle this from now on. I'm gonna work off of that general principle with less details when it comes to perception. But if you have a skill that is more acute or more specialized, that is how you'll get more information when it comes to perceiving things. Does that make sense?
Can I throw a nature roll on top of that perception roll?
Yeah, I think that's fair. But first, let me tell you what you see. As you're kind of going along this area, maybe you guys are keeping along. You're keeping to the bank, and it makes sense because Asgrim specifically told you that this town of Orkney was on the river. It's a fishing village after all. Eventually you would run into a fishing village if you just stay on the river. As you guys are going along that path, sure enough, you do see Jester. Articles of clothing that you would recognize as Vanya's. Because correct me if I'm wrong, she was taking it off to get rid of whatever trace she could. So you specifically at one point find her clothes, drenched in blood, mind you, just along the way.
Please pick it up. Please pick it up. I need those clothes back.
Can I use prestidigitation while we're riding through to pick it all up?
So prestidigitation, I mean, you could just pick it all up, and then prestidigitation, I think, would allow you to clean it. I think that's actually one of its functions.
Yeah, it would be like Mage Hand to pick it up.
Yeah, that makes sense. You use Mage Hand, you scoop it up, you put it in your lap, you're like, oh, this is bloody. Or maybe while you're using Mage Hand, you also clean it with prestidigitation. However you'd like to...
All right, yeah. Because, I know Vanya is a clean freak, and she didn't know that I could do this.
Wow.
Sure.
I could totally see, a level 1 wizard opening up a dry cleaning store. 1 minute dry cleaning, just prestidigitation. Last minute emergencies before the ball.
Do I smell a hint of lavender?
I guess that's what the wizard put in it. Lavender. Laying down the law.
Sorry about that.
Mm-hmm.
I am parenting my children as well. All right. So we have a good idea of what we're going on. What did I miss? What were you guys saying? Because I was distracted.
Oh, we were just making jokes about the level 1 wizards opening up a dry cleaning business.
Awesome.
Yeah, right outside the royal ball. Did your rival throw wine on your blouse right before you entered this event? Well, for 15 gold pieces, we can give you a prestidigitation, crazy exorbitant, rate.
Just
exorbitant.
yeah. But you know what? You get it done. You get it done. You get it done quick. So it makes sense. I was ramping with you. You get it done quick.
Yeah, but
so
you're
it makes
muted.
sense. I know. I miss the moment.
I heard
so
you on
used-
stream, just not in Discord.
Yeah, I'm used to muting myself in Discord, and so that's what I did. When my kids are like, Dad, I love my kids. All right. So what do you do when you find the clothing? You're cleaning it up. What's going through the party's mind?
Maj at this point is indifferent. He's just cleaning it up because he knows that Vanya's a clean freak.
Branson's a little worried that she is, missing clothes that she was probably wearing. Because he grabbed her stuff and, all of her gear from the prison.
That is true. You have all of her things. I forgot all about that. That's good. All right, legit.
Ashram comes over to after his horrible tracking attempt and or scouting, and he comes over and sees Maj cleaning the clothes, I guess, in the river. Is that what's going on?
No, he's just using a magical spell.
Oh, okay. He's probably just realizing how much probably just witnessing this, so he didn't get to see how much blood, and he's like, is she wounded?
With that, can I roll a medicine check to see how much blood I thought she might have lost?
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and roll me that medicine check. Well,
111 points of blood.
okay, so this is the hard part. And I don't know if you really would be able to ascertain this, even with a natural 20, just because she was covered in gore and blood and viscera from Nobleman Garrus. You know that. You saw that. At the very least, you remember that. Ascertaining what is hers just by looking at the blood versus what is Nobleman Garrus
She
is going
cleaned
to be
herself.
difficult.
She cleaned herself the best she
Technically-
could in prison.
There's no marks on the shirts, though. There's no, like, cuts.
No, I like clean my fur and stuff, but no, I couldn't clean the clothing. But technically, you could tell old blood versus fresh blood because it'll be drier,
Okay, that's
more
fair.
crusty.
And maybe, like tears
Brownish.
or weapon wounds in the clothing and stuff like that, or anything
Okay.
like that.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's a really good point. So
Sorry,
yes,
I've been watching CSI 24 hours.
I could tell. You do not see any weapon wounds. It does not look like the clothing is torn. It doesn't look like it's been ripped. You don't see any shots from an arrow, slices, or anything like that. You can also tell that the blood is older. Doesn't look like it's fresh.
Let me put my cookie down.
Okay. I'll allow it.
Asgrim, I don't think this is any of her blood. I think this is from when the man exploded on her. To me, I think she's just fine.
Snake.
That's good.
I think she might have thrown her clothes off because she hates to be dirty.
Or maybe she doesn't want to be tracked by someone.
No, she just hates to be dirty. That's why I'm cleaning the clothes.
Okay. You continue to make your way towards this small settlement, making your way towards the supply cache. Now, you know that the supply cache was pretty much dealt with by Dirge. You had asked him to specifically, that was kind of his job. And so it does not look like it's there anymore. Oops, wrong person.
Out of the brushes stumbles a very tired-looking dirge. Oh, gee. Oh, but I'm glad to see you guys. Oh, thank God.
What's
Gods,
going
I
on?
guess. Well, I been following the cat, and she seems to have gotten herself into a mighty fine pickle there.
Where is
What
she?
makes you say that?
Well, I assume y'all been following the blood in viscera and everything, yeah? And clothes.
Oh, I
For
have
some
no
reason,
idea.
she just got, like, naked. For whatever reason. He, like, holds up, like, some socks or something.
Sure.
But,
I'll clean them.
yeah, I'd toss them at the rat men.
Nope.
Well, so I decided to split whenever things was getting a little bit punchy in there, and I tracked her down. She came to this village here, and they kinda took her in not so willing like. Is what I'm getting.
She's there now?
Yeah, they've been moving her around a lot. I've been just kind of like keeping an eye on the whole perimeter. Don't know the situation in there, but yeah.
Do you know what building she's in?
I know what building she was in last, but like I said, they've been moving her around a bit.
I think Sir
Out of the
Hammond
4 buildings that's on this little image.
I think Sir Hammond would walk up to Dirge, offer him some water.
Ah, thank you, thank you. I much prefer a natty light, but this'll be fine.
Good sir. We now have to rescue a friend. And you want to get drunk?
Hey, man. Couple of brewskis makes everything better.
Nice.
I
Mosh
mean,
eats
the
another
two
short
are
rest
not
cookie.
the two are not mutually exclusive.
Hey, here's somebody after my own heart.
I think Sir Hammond would look at Cranston and go, "And I thought you were a man of religion and class."
I am. My god's name is Torag. Heard of him?
I only care about Idomide.
Is that
Ayomide.
real? That's
Yeah.
not what he's. Never
Idomide?
mind.
I don't know what religion Hammond is.
Ayomide.
I'm lucky I got that close.
I think he's Gnostic.
All right. You you've met up with Dirge at the point where you found a bunch of the supplies outside of the town of Orkney. He's essentially told you that Vanya has been abducted and is in the city, and he's been trying to keep an eye out for her. And he's seen that she's been in a few of the different. She was essentially put in. How did you put it again, Betty?
Me?
Ja-
Oh,
Yeah.
so they've been moving her around from building to building, and I know the building she was last in.
Yeah.
All right then. Perhaps we should scout it out, find out where she is now.
Sure.
Or we could just go in there and. What would Dirge say? Fuck shit up? Is that right, Dirge? You would say something like that?
I would normally, but there's a lot of them over there. I counted, and he looks through his notes. I counted at least 25 individuals. It looked like they were knowledgeable of the situation. So I don't know if this is something we want to do a more cloak and dagger, or if we want to do fuck shit up. Cause I you know me, I'm always down for a rampage, but
When I was here last time, what race was this? Were these people?
I think they were mixed, right?
Humans
Thank you.
mostly.
Mostly, yeah.
Were there like women and children and stuff here too?
Yes. Keep in mind though that was a year ago.
Okay.
About a year ago, roughly.
Did he just kind of got the idea that they were all like assholes to him when he went up there?
Yes. You weren't entirely certain what, but yeah, they were kind of like stay away, kinda.
And then the cache of narcotics was also found near here.
Correct.
So, as will probably say, some of these people are probably converted as well, just like in the other town. But I don't believe all of them would be evil.
Oh, you do not want me to blow everything up?
No, I believe there were women and children here when I was here a year ago scouting out.
There could be books in there. It would not be smart of me to do that anyway. Do you remember if the streets and buildings were stone? Or were they wood?
Would I have
You
known?
talking to me or?
Were these mostly wood, a couple stone buildings, but mostly wood. Actually, Yeah, that looks accurate.
Unfortunate. I could just melt into
Now-
stone, run around the buildings, and take a peek.
One other really important part too is they had a, and I didn't mention this before, but there's a bridge that goes over the river. So the town is kind of like on two sides of the river, which is part of the reason why I have it like smack dab in the middle right there on the map.
Oh.
Do we walk in like we expect nothing and lure them into a falsehood? Or try to be sneaky with this clanking metal giant? My noble steed.
As he clanks on Sir Hammond's armor.
Yeah, the big boy ain't quite so sneaky there.
And I don't know about our new friend here.
About me.
Yeah.
Perhaps some of us could go in for trade while those who are better at stealth could try to find out where she's located, what building.
I'm as stealthy as a tap dancing mule.
I think that might be the best option. Maybe Asgrim and Dirge scout while Cranston, Hammond, and myself go in as a distraction.
Sounds good. See if they have any food to purchase or whatever.
Yes, but if you find her, we need a unassuming signal. Something that we can see from a far distance.
Maj starts rummaging through his bags. Maj has got to
Use
have
the whistle.
something.
I do have the whistle. That whistle is good for something, I tell you.
Hey man, that whistle saved your life.
Did.
Maj has nothing.
The signal whistle is what Asgrim has.
That might be our best option. Unless you have like some sort of, I don't know.
So if we get into
Explosive?
trouble, I'll do 3 whistles.
Alright. And if we get into trouble, you'll probably hear a fireball.
Alright then. We'll wait for you to go in first and sneak around.
Cranston?
Is that
Sir
good,
Hammond?
Dirge?
Hello, Dad.
Um,
I gotta go to bed.
Love you, buddy.
Can I show you this video, please?
Not right now. You can show me tomorrow. Go take a shower, okay, son? Love you. Okay.
sorry. What did you say again, Rogue? We'll go off together or something?
Yeah, they're gonna go in and then we'll sneak around.
Okay.
If we get caught or get in trouble, I'm gonna blow this whistle 3 times.
If we get caught, I'm just running.
Yeah. You'll be like
Sorry.
hover skating out of there.
All right. Hi, my love.
How are you guys?
I'm good.
Having fun?
This is my love. This is my wife. Okay, cool. All right, so you guys are going to be moving on. So first off, let's talk about your approach. Some of you are trying to stealth, correct? Or no?
Yeah.
All right, so
Yes.
for those
Splitting the group.
awesome. For those who are stealthing, go ahead and give me a. go
What
ahead
we're
and
gonna
give
do
me
is
a stealth check.
we're gonna let them go up and talk to him first, and like try to open trade with him. Maybe use a distraction so that we can like sneak in.
Okay,
and
cool.
Try to find what building she's at.
All right, let's do this then. How about we go to a map? How's that sound, guys? You guys want to go to a
That sounds
map?
great. You're so
Map
smart,
sounds
DM.
fun.
You know what,
Are you?
Vanya? Bottle cap. I mean, I already know I'm smart, but I like to hear it. And so I appreciate it.
Perhaps that bottle cap will save you.
I am a generous gold.
Oh, we do have one hero point, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Well, Vanya has 2. Oh, I gotta put Dirge up here. Up in here. Up in here. Y'all gonna make me go all out. All right, let's do it. It's a pretty map. This is a map by I don't know how to name. Sezpeku. Sezpeku.
So it's going to take a little while.
Seppuku?
CZEPKEU.
Oh, it's definitely gonna take a while to load.
What do you mean it's gonna take a while to load? Didn't load up right away? Oh shoot.
Nope.
Did I do it again? Did I do it again where I chose like an amazing map that's super high
Oh,
detail?
it popped in for me.
Oh yeah, no, it was only
Yep,
5.
there we go.
Okay, you scared me, guys. Let me go ahead and give you permission to move those tokens.
Sorry, I was
You
just...
should be able to move your tokens freely now. All right, so I kind of put you on the outskirts of the town itself. You're moving in from the forest into this town. In fact, you're kind of this town is kind of at the convex. I think I'm using that word right. Of multiple different biomes. You've got the river, you've got this forest, you've got kind of this barren area that you're making onto. However, like I would imagine that the area next to the river is also kind of lush. And so you make your way in there. I'm going to go ahead and close the land around Vigil map, and we're just going to pretty much focus on this one for right now that we're closer. The time at this point in time, I would guess, is about 2 p.m. I think that's fair. What with the travel, talking, planning, that whole the whole 9 yards. For those of you who are going to be, you can immediately see like the stairs leading up to kind of the bigger part of the town. So go ahead and for those who are opening trade in quotes, go ahead and put your tokens kind of on the stairs. All right, so we've got the 2 of you, 3 of you. Perfect. So you can also go ahead and move your tokens maybe like up here because it makes sense. You are greeted by several city folk who are just like, excuse me, who are you? And what are you doing here?
I think
love
Sir
the
Hammond would be the
accent.
first to talk. I am one of the last surviving knights of Lastwall. And on my travels to try to reunite and rebuild my order, I need supplies and sustenance. We would like to trade.
You like to trade. Oh, so you're looking for food,
Food,
water,
water,
wine.
anything that might help. I believe my friend behind me might enjoy some wine.
How many are there? And they kind of like looking, trying to look.
There is 3 of us, good sir.
3 of us. I got to imagine it feels good to have your feet on stone or some type of actual floor, you know. I mean, I haven't been out in the forest too long, so I don't know. I don't want to, but nonetheless, it feels like civilization when you make your way into this place. The babbling brook from the river is also kind of a nice, just feel. It's right there. It's nice, and I don't have a sound effect for it like I thought it did. So awesome, good times. Well, we could talk about that. I suppose come on up here, but you know, you city folk, we'll trade and we'll move on quick. Sound good? I'm just moving your tokens. Asgrim and Dirge. As that's going on, go ahead and roll me your stealth checks. As you're trying to be sneaky. Sneaky.
Remember, if you're going to use a bottle cap, you have to use it before the roll.
I'll be
That
fine.
is correct. We'll start putting people
Oh,
on
nice.
the map because as a town.
16 buddies.
16 buddies.
That's way too many buddies.
Yeah. It's not enough buddies. I need all the buddies. Yeah, no, you guys are the knight. You guys are just making your way around, clearly not being sane. Why don't you just describe to us what that looks like?
All right, so Dirge, being maybe a little bit stealthier of an individual, is just like leading him like with hand signals, like if there's somebody around a corner, he's like he's making motions like, should we kill him?
And then Azrael was like waving his hands. No.
And then like two children walk out in front of us. We're like, oh, okay.
Where's the building at?
And
whispering.
I will point them to the building that Chris will point me to.
Sure. Yeah, you point them pretty far.
Across the bridge or on
Well,
this
actually, they are on this side. You point towards kind of like this one in the corner. I don't know if you guys can see my arrow.
side? Yeah, that little green.
Top right.
Yeah, top right is kind of where you point them.
All right,
That was
I'm gonna.
that was where she was this. Okay.
Yeah, that was where I last saw her. I will then, knowing that, I'm going to make motions to go under the bridge. This little footbridge here, and bypass the people. Maybe hug the wall so they don't see us as much.
Yeah. We would do that.
Stealth.
Yeah. So let's go back. You come on in, I guess. We can get you as much as we possibly can. And so, Clarice, what do you want? Clarice, you better go get that smoked fish. Well, I told you it's not ready. I don't care. Get a woman. And they just kind of start bickering in public.
Calm
So-
darned it.
Yeah. But eventually, Clarice is like, well, fine, you old stupid head. And, eventually goes and gets some smoked fish. Comes on down, and she just, takes it and roughly puts it in, her husband's chest. It's like, I hope you choke on it. And she goes back to doing what she was doing. And he's like, I don't mind Clarice. She's had kind of a bad day is all.
Oh, it's quite understandable. Is there anything that I can help you with?
Asking for quests. The dialogue wheel pops open and there's lots of yellow exclamation marks next to dialogue choices.
Yeah, actually I used the wrong pog for that. I meant to use this one over here. My bad. This woman up here is kind of overlooking everything, just kind of trying to figure out what's kind of going on. But yeah, they bring you the smoked fish. Like, all right, that'll be a couple gold pieces, and then y'all could be on your way.
Would you mind if we perhaps got a night in the inn or something here?
Do we look like we got an inn? Do we got an inn?
It does actually look like a very picturesque sort of town.
Your village is quite lovely, and that bridge is surprisingly well built.
Yeah.
Tavern at least? Maybe I could get my friend here a drink?
Oh my god, these city folk want everything, I swear to fucking god. Alright, that's fine. Yeah, let's take you to our tavern. And they're just very obnoxious about all of it. And or that guy at least is. And he points you, he's like, come on over here and bring you in here. And yeah, we're gonna go into a tavern. I just need to find a picture for that really quick. So while I'm doing that,
You weren't ready for the tavern?
I wasn't. Yeah. I should have been. That's on me. You're right. But let's go back to Rogue and Dirge. What do you guys? You guys are creeping along.
Dun 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 dun.
Do do do. Do do. Do do.
All right. Cool. So yeah, I'll just go under the bridge. Maybe wait for this yokel who's fishing or whatever he's doing on the bridge to, cast out a line and then do a dodge roll that's completely unnecessary.
I love it. Okay, cool. Let's do this.
In fact, it might even be like more dangerous to be doing the dodge roll while sneaking. But I think it looks cool.
What is Asgrim doing while that other guy's making a fool of himself, Dirge?
I'm not actually doing that. I just thought it would be
Oh
fun.
no, you already said you are, so it's happening.
Cannon.
It's canon. You can't take it back.
Fair enough.
Sounds like a dirge thing to do.
Sounds
Sounds like a Tim Allen thing to do.
what a
Well, with that
douche
freaking
thing.
that Dark Souls music you were playing earlier, I'm just dodge rolling everywhere just in case something hits me with a one-hit attack.
Yeah,
is the
clearly
smart thing
see
to
those
do.
weapons up there.
He's like rolling around from
Oh,
hiding
yeah.
spot to hiding spot.
I didn't even notice those. The ballista.
What? I didn't even notice those apparently.
Yeah.
Either.
That's pretty
It's just
crazy.
a very detailed map. Like, holy shit. Like, I'm zooming in, I'm like,
The people that do these maps, Czek, I don't know how to pronounce it. Czepeku. They are
Chepik.
beautiful maps.
Chepku.
Chepku. We'll call it Chepku.
Because
Yeah.
CZ will be like Czech, so it's like Czech Republic.
I think that makes sense. So yeah, no, it is just absolutely beautiful maps that they put together, and yeah, there's a handful of map makers where I'm like, I like these people. This party of two, but Zekpu, god dang it, Zepku. That's how I'm gonna say it, Zepku. It's absolutely beautiful maps. So yeah, you guys are looking, I'm gonna say you get to this wall over here while all this is going. Like the guy like casts out a line. He's clearly distracted doing that. Do you guys try to like scale the wall, get up higher? What's the plan when you make it
Yeah,
there?
that was my plan. Like, scale the wall once we get, like, closer to where that building is.
And dude, this is a waterfall, right? That falls way down below the bridge. Is that correct?
It's not so much a waterfall as it is like a bunch of stones that are kind of like outcropping, and so as a result, the reason why that it gets white like that is because that's more shallow on the other side of the water.
Okay.
Almost like a rapid.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Looks like totally a place where you could have, like, several people charging across the bridge while, us dexterous people are hopping across the islands here.
Yeah.
Interesting. Anyway,
think-
yeah.
Till you fail in agility.
And then you're just
So I
swept
roll a
away.
1.
Okay.
I think getting to like a higher vantage point so we can see maybe into windows and stuff like that, or
Yeah, because technically this is like a little ledge here, right? That we're under. Like a little bit of a walled ledge.
Yes. So yeah, you would need to like climb up it.
Yeah.
and then maybe into that tree or something so we have cover.
Yeah, like
or-
here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds like a good plan.
Okay.
To like skirt
Cool.
the
Is there
edge on the tree.
Is there a passage underneath this? Is that what that is, or is that just wall?
You know what? I think
What?
that's. Oh man, that's fun. I don't know
Is
if
it a
that's.
sewer system?
How do I feel about that? How do I feel about
Yeah.
that? Because that's pretty cool. I'm gonna
It does
say
look kinda-
a 1 is I'm not feeling it. A 20 is I'm totally feeling it.
Okay, cool.
I'm totally feeling it. Yeah, that leads to like some underneath area.
We
Maybe
should
in-
take that. Maybe.
Yeah. So you know what? Actually, I like it. It's not necessarily a sewer, but it's almost like a because you can see that this walled stone, like the buildings are on top of it. This almost looks like a bottom entrance where you can access like to several basements.
Sounds.
Does that look like a perfect spot for a dungeon.
It does, or at least where we could cut some time and search these basements. But it does look like there might be something we might need our party for. You know, if it's a dungeon. You know, I am proficient in my killing abilities, but I can only kill so much per round.
Yes.
Always breaking that fourth wall, man.
What's around?
Yes.
You know, Dirge is doing pretty good this season, but his KPR has been really limited by all of the lack of combat. So we're going to have to see how this turns out, y'all.
He's got a big boost to his mobility this year, but you know, we'll see how long those skates will take him.
Boom. All right, sharing with you guys another map.
All right.
This one is by Heroic Maps. Heroic Maps, Muckspout Tavern.
They make some good ones.
They make some really good ones too. They're one of the handful of people that I definitely go to. All right, so you guys begin. It'll be like you guys are like talking with each other, moving your way into, and as you go into the darkness, we go back. We're back here to this tavern type area. You can see that they open it up, and you see a couple of other people just milling about. Maybe a person in the kitchen kind of doing their thing.
It's bigger on the inside.
It's bigger on the inside. This happy guy, he looks like a chef.
It just went off the map.
This guy, he looks like a bartender.
Or
so
is
we'll put him
this
there.
thing in the middle of the tavern?
Yeah, so essentially it's like a tavern complex is the best way I can describe it. You know, you can go into these various rooms, like there's the kitchen, there's the tavern itself, right? Looks like that might be like a meat hall for people to, you know, for bigger families or what have you. And it looks like, you know, they would, obviously you'd have to check these rooms, but yeah. So anyway.
It's a hot tub.
Is it? It's a well. Maybe it's a hot tub.
Oh.
I don't know. We'll find out when we get there.
It looks like it's steamy.
All right, you want to come on in and you want to spend the night. That's fine, but fine. Let's get you a drink, and then I'll let the tavern guy. Come on, follow. We need to be slow people.
Wait, we would, but couldn't seem to move our tokens for a moment.
Oh well, I thought we fixed that.
It's a new map.
So they make their way. Oh, that's right. So they had to load. So they make their way in here. Rufus, these are some city folk. Want us to take care of them and the like. So they're your job now. Oh,
Hiya.
Gerald. I'll take care of them. Clancy, you can go with him too. Well, I'll tell you what. And then he goes. Rufus looks at you and he's like, my friends, how can I help you? I'm so glad that we actually have people to serve for once. Some of these yokels can be quite frustrating.
Beer would be nice. Dwarven, if you have it.
Absolutely. He kind of goes to a tap over here. Fills up a big old mug of ale, brings it, puts it on the counter. He's like, that'll be a copper, please.
I throw 2 on the table. Thank you.
Very welcome. Takes up the copper, goes over to kind of the stall, puts it in there. How about you two? Can I interest either of you in a drink?
Has Sir Hammond ever drank during this game?
No.
Does Sir
probably
Hammond
would-
drink?
He probably wouldn't drink at all.
Hmm.
Honestly.
Warm milk.
I don't know. We can always
Sure.
roll for it.
Tall glass of water.
All right, let's roll on a d4. Odds He drinks even he doesn't. Alright. Odd.
He does drink?
Mm-hmm.
It makes sense. He's a soldier as well, so, you know. All right. Guy gets a thing of ale for Sir Hammond, asks for a copper as well, and Maj.
Let's see. Hammond
Strawberry
puts
daiquiri?
down 3 copper.
Pina colada?
Can I
Let's
get a
see.
Manhattan?
Maj?
The fuck's a Manhattan?
Good sir, do you happen to serve any food here?
Yeah, no, we can get you some food. That's fine.
That'd be much appreciated. Also, do you have a restroom available?
Yes. This room over there.
Here's the
With
food.
hole in the floor.
Here's for the food, and Maj puts down 8 silver pieces.
And I'll
Excellent.
be right back.
Excellent.
This might take a little while.
No, yes, rat folk, I understand. Go ahead.
As Maj leaves, it seems like a lot of the streets are stone and a lot of the buildings are stone. For the next 10 minutes, Maj is going to be using Meld into Stone to try to scout out as many buildings as possible.
Sure. Okay, cool. All right, I'm gonna move you back to the kind of the city map. All right, and you are starting here. I'm gonna put you right at the front there. Okay.
All right.
Before we do that, though, let's go back to these drinks, and I'm assuming that Cranston and Sir Hammond drink up.
Considering it came from a common source, yeah, I have a drink.
Sir Hammond nurses this beer. But he starts talking to Cranston about his experiences.
Yeah, we were both knights. Are both knights, basically, so.
And
Rufus just like puts his elbows on the bar and just listens like a bartender would.
at some point, Sir Hammond would probably try to include him into the conversation. Have you ever served, sir? Possibly in any way or form, besides serving us?
No, I've pretty much been here my whole life, and he, pretty much served all these people throughout the years. He begins to make small talk. Let's go to Maj really quick. Where are you going?
I think Maj is going to this building that seems heavily made of stone.
Sure.
Is going to be the first one that he checks out.
Okay, you begin making your way through like the rooms, and it mostly seems like just a regular old house. Make your way into the basement, regular old house. We'll come back to that in a second. Asgrim and Dirge. I'm putting you there, but you guys are essentially in this underground path. Makes sense? You know that there's apparently access to what appears to be several basements. What do you do?
Any cat footprints?
Give me a survival check.
Two.
Oh my gosh! Well, it's better than last time.
Boy. Hey, Dirge got a good one.
Two hobbits laid here.
With all that said, it doesn't appear to be any cat footprints here. You don't see anything like that. Either of you.
Well, to be fair, I don't know if there'd be much cat footprints because they've been, from what I've been observing, they've been dragging her. So she could be here, just no cat footprints.
Let's get a better vantage point.
Well, let's check out this nearest basement here. I guess purple building?
Sure. You kind of like open it. Just, well, roll me a stealth check to see how quietly, or thievery. This would be thievery, actually.
I'm good at both.
Yeah, thievery is the appropriate roll. Luckily, I think that's higher than the DC. I think the DC is between 21 to 25 at this level. So, this is a low check. There's nobody in there. As you kind of like open it with a small creak, you peer in. Doesn't appear to be anything but like a storage cellar.
Let's you want to clear the rest of the house too. I'll clear the rest of the house.
Asgrim, do you want to clear the rest of the house or just look in the basements?
Oh, is he looking to steal stuff?
No. Like clear as in look for her. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, if
Both
we
can-
found something
both can be-
valuable.
Yeah, exactly. There's nothing we don't have to share. That's not my voice. We don't have to, necessarily bring it up to the others. I mean, the paladin would be all rah 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 law.
Asgrim will just smile. Like, let's find her.
Yes. And anything along the way.
So you are going into this house or no?
Yeah. Well,
right.
that was my thought, was cleared out.
Sure. Roll me
Guarantee
a
this is
stealth check then as you guys move throughout the house as stealthily as you can, trying to evade any detection. Assuming there's anybody even in there. Yeah, you make your way through the house. It is unoccupied, and it just seems like a normal family dwelling. Not a whole lot going on here. Kitchen.
So they took her. So they took her from this family place.
Now to be clear, he said that he saw her in this house.
Yeah, that was the last house that I saw her in.
But
I was just figuring on clearing things on the way.
Oh, okay. So we go to the next one then.
Just so we wouldn't, just so we don't have any enemies from behind us, And then we, I guess, lock the door back the way we found it. And head to the next.
Sure.
Would be this.
You make your way into this particular room. Go ahead and give me a thievery check as you're opening it again.
Oof.
Are you having trouble there? You need
I
turn it like this.
oh. Over the shoulder, like, no, you're using the wrong bar. You got it. This is a Smith lock. You can't use it. You can't use the tension bar like that on a Smith lock. You fucking moron. Okay, right. You do it. He just like throws his fucking thieves tools. You do it, seeing as you're such a thievery thief.
He tries to make him feel better. Like, hey, it's a good thing we're sticking together. I missed something on the ground. You see it. You can't open this lock. I'll open it.
Us roguey types gotta stay together, eh?
Yeah, yes.
So,
two of us are survivors, We're the kind of guys who do anything to stay alive.
Just remember, I'm the one that got you out of that pod.
Yes. I trust me. I never forget my friends.
You remember that when somebody's dragging me away, right? You're gonna come help me.
Yeah. I don't forget my friends.
You're not gonna run off on your skates.
No, he's gonna run away.
I might run and get my other friends to help get you out.
All right.
Was that Vanya?
You open the door, and what
We're
you
just
do?
having this conversation while they're like torturing her in the next room. We're like, well, you know, let's. Sorry, continue.
That's okay. You open the door, and you see in this particular room a table. Some other like chairs, a couple of shelves with things on it. It does look kind of like dark and depressing and the like, but not really too much going on.
Okay. Stealth check. Kind of look through. Well, I guess perception, stealth and perception to look through.
Sure.
Could I look like tracking again, like for blood droplets or dragging marks or anything? I guess. Any signs?
Yeah. Go ahead and roll. That'd be survival. I feel like that would be.
There you go.
Yeah. So you don't find anything.
All right.
All right.
What were you looking? Dirge, you were looking for something else, weren't you?
No, I was just looking through the area, seeing if I could find. But you rolled high enough that I'm like,
Yeah, if you want to search for the rest of the house, you can. But those are pretty much the only two buildings you can get from there.
I will search the rest of the house just to be certain. Just like sneak up and peek my head out, see if I hear any meows or.
There's a couple of. Funny enough, you don't see. Funny enough, you don't see any pets. You haven't seen one since you've walked into this place. No dogs, no cats.
Goldfish, nothing.
There's pigeons that land, but nothing outside of that. But yeah, you check the house, and again, just kind of another normal family dwelling. Not a whole lot going on. Close the door, make your way out, make your way back to here. Let's go back to the tavern really quick.
I grabbed the jar on the way out that's above the refrigerator that says marriage fund.
Oh no. Awesome.
There's only 3 copper pieces in there, but I still take them.
Tavern people. At this point, you said that he's nursing his drink, and you also said that Cranston is kind of like he's just downing it, or
nah, just drinking it normally. He's not
got it.
Chugging it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Both of you roll me fortitude saves.
Uh-huh.
Ooh, nice, Hammond.
Trying to find the damn.
Under combat.
It is under combat. Okay, there it is.
Yeah, both of you are pretty good. You do notice that the taste is slightly off. Maybe it's, you're like, I don't know what's going on here, but
I jump over the bar, grab the guy by the shirt, and say, "You take a drink of this."
Wow, it's so aggressive.
He's taken aback as you kind of like grab the scruff, and he's like, I don't know if yeah, let me that particular one right there.
Drink it.
Roll me an intimidate check.
Oh, please be trained in it.
Sir Hammond gets up, ready.
I feel like Hammond wouldn't be an intimidator.
Yeah, no, but he readies his
Nope.
sword and
Thank
shield.
He's like, no. Now we have all given you our hospitality, and I don't have to take this.
I pull my clan dagger and I
Oh, now he's threatening.
drink it.
All right, you've got the dagger out, so go ahead and roll me another intimidation check, but with a +5, because you do have him on the ropes there. Okay, so if you net 21. He drinks it, He like grabs it, his hand's kind of shaking, and he like slowly starts to drink it. And you can see his eyes kind of like start to glaze over as it looks like he's kind of like getting kind of tired. And he's like,
Dick.
and he kind of slumps over slowly right there.
Check him for any tattoos.
Yeah.
You check him for tattoos?
Absolutely.
You do not. So you roll up his sleeves. You don't see any tattoos, but you
Look at his chest.
open up his chest and you see it.
Okay. I spit on his face.
Draw a
Now,
little penis on his
was that called for?
on his cheek. I mean, for a dwarf ruining alcohol would have to be.
Yeah,
It'd have to be called for.
Beer tasted like piss anyway.
The man is obviously under someone's control, having that tattoo on his chest, not his arm. He is only doing what he must to survive.
Well, then he's asleep and he won't have to worry about it.
Roll me a perception check.
Me?
Both of you.
All right.
Cranston. Yeah, you definitely hear like the walking. Hammond, you don't. As like the door opens, but you're fully aware of it, and there's a cook there with like food, who sees you with your dagger out.
The guy.
Sees the guy on the ground. He's got food, and he's like, and he looks like he's about to yell. But I'm going to give you the perception check as like you can take some type of action before he does anything.
All right. I think what I'd like to do is give me 1 second. I want to see if I can do this. Sorry. And that would probably be a little much in this town. So, what the hell? Can I cast a spell?
Sure. What spell would you like to cast?
You know, 15, 20. That's a waste of a spell for that guy. No, I'm just gonna tackle the dude.
All right, so you just tackle the dude. Awesome.
Trying to basically knock the breath out of him.
These guys walked back, by the way. They're not. Well, I don't know. Let me actually roll on that. Yeah, they're gonna hang out there. That makes sense. All right, so go ahead and roll me an athletics check.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you're able to tackle him. Poof, he falls down to the ground, and he looks like he's about to yell.
Would I have knocked the wind out of him? Because that was my intent. My
That
stated
is,
intent.
yeah, no, you know what? That's fair. You
Right in the
knock,
solar plexus. Yeah.
yeah, so right in the solar plexus, you hit him down on the ground, trying to like hustle in, but the food clattering on the ground does make a noise nonetheless.
Fine. So does the next thing I do, which is I start to try to pummel him to sleep.
Okay, go
Or
to sleep.
you could
go to
just
sleep, go to
pour
sleep,
the
go to
sleeping
sleep, go
beer
to sleep,
down
go
his-
to sleep.
Actually, that's what Hammond would do. He follows behind after seeing the action, still has the beer in the hand.
I would probably see him come up, see the beer in his hand, and be my guest.
Yeah, his mouth is open because he's already trying to breathe, so it makes sense.
Sir Hammond goes ahead and feeds this man the tainted beer.
Okay, yeah, you feed him the tainted beer and like kind of like gurgling, and then he like, swallows some, and you can like see his eyes roll back into his head, and he eventually goes out. And then
Tattoo?
yeah. The next thing you do hear, though, is like, well, actually, roll me a perception check to see if you actually hear it, both of you.
20. Soft 20.
Oh. That's. Sorry, I had Majus up.
I'd rather have Majus, but I'll take that, I guess.
Hammond hears it this time, but not you. As you can hear kind of like the scuffling of footsteps coming outside towards the tavern door. That makes more sense.
Sir Hammond, with that at, the first thing he's going to do is pull his sword and shield out.
I will follow suit at that point. Actually, by the way, is there a wine? Do you see any wineskins or anything around here?
Wineskins?
Yeah. Things for transporting a medium amount of beer?
Yeah, I would say that there's probably some wineskins.
Okay, just put a pin in that for a little bit later.
10-4. All right, so they get up to the door. We're going to come back to that in just a moment. As Hot Dirge and Asgrim, I'm going to say, just based on like the structure of everything and how there is like the entrances at these bottom areas, that there is an entrance probably right here to this building as well, just so that we're on the same page and to remain consistent. Maj, as that is happening, you're looking throughout most of this house. You really don't find anything. Asgrim and Dirge, are you going into the basement or no?
Yes. I mean, I wouldn't know that so that's the building the Ratman's in. I would not know Ratman is in there because he is.
You would not know.
Stone Man. He is Stone Man at this point.
I'm just saying, like, time kind of is working essentially near the same
parallel. Yeah.
Now, Maz knows that he is short on time also, so he is not taking the time to take in any sort of. He's popping
details.
Going out.
Yeah, absolutely. Roll me a thievery check.
Yeah. No, us. I'm assuming. Sorry. Too many maps. My character sheet has disappeared. No. Thievery. Ah, god damn it.
Are you having trouble again?
God damn it. We're just like
This one is quite tricky, isn't it?
I mean, we can always come back to this one.
Let's climb up.
Okay, so here's what I'm gonna have to.
Well, remember we're like in the underground sort of thing, right? Or do we come out of that?
No, you're in this underground area. That's fine. I was just thinking about what I could best. You know, this will work. It's not perfect, but it'll get the job done. Let's go ahead and lock it. Let's go ahead and move 3 PCs on here. I'm disappearing all of you for just a moment, so just give me a second while I kind of prep something on the fly here. Dooba-dooba-doo, dooba-dooba-doo.
Which is what this game's all about.
Which is what this game is all about, mostly because I'm ADD. And, yeah. At least that's the excuse I tell myself. Okay, let's go ahead and... Maj, roll me a D4.
D4?
Yeah.
Do you want it secret?
No, that's fine. It can be public.
It's got to stay in the box.
Got to stay in the box. That's the only rule. It's got to make certain that it is in the bizox.
3.
She said.
Ooh, you are lucky. Oh, lucky.
Oh.
Okay. All right, a couple things are going to happen. First off, I think I used you guys last time. Oh, I know what to do. There we go, baby. There we go, baby. And I got rid of all of the work that I just did. Fantastic.
You control Z?
Oh, you're telling me? Yeah, my bad. Yeah, I think that's good. All right. I'm mostly choosing this map not for its contents, but for its size to help show you're in an underground area. So you're going to see some things like wooden casks. Those aren't there. I'm just using it again for that particular thing. Simultaneously, pretty much, Maj, you pop your head out here. You guys open the door kind of loudly, and there are 3 people that kind of like look that way, and they have got faces that are just like undead faces. As they look at all 3 of you and they go, "What are you doing here?" There's a table in the middle of this particular room, and it is covered in blood. There were like wrist straps there. Roll me perception checks and survival checks as well.
2 rolls? Perception and survival?
I'd say one or the other.
Oh, okay.
If you use the more specific, I'll drop the DC a little bit. Although I guess you really don't need to do that with the 2E mechanic. Nonetheless, you guys see it, fur. And it's pretty unmistakable that it is or was Vanya's fur, just in the middle of all of this. These 3 creatures or whatever look at you with just hate in their eyes. As we're going to roll for combat, but we're going to have 2 different combats going on because you guys love to split the party, which is fun, which I like.
Too often than not, parties are all about don't split the party.
Yeah, but we're gonna roll with it. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll my initiative, and you guys roll your initiatives.
Us 2, right?
Yep.
Your initiative? Your initiative
Vanya's
is
not in here.
Vanya is not in here, but you feel like you've seen like where she maybe was. Asgrim and Maj need you guys to roll initiative as well. Oh man, getting the jump on these guys. Okay, fun times. Let's go ahead and do this. Okay, let's put this one over here. I mean, pretty much the only person who rolled low was Asgrim. So we're gonna, I think you guys can see both maps. So if you want to see what's going on both maps, you can. We're gonna go ahead and roll with it and run with it. Let me go ahead and get some combat music started off here. And with that, with that said, Maj, you're the first one to act. You poke your head through and you see these creatures. They look undead, dressed in like almost like cultist robes, around a table. Blood is all over it. Clearly something was strapped here. Looks like there's fur.
All right.
Ow.
Maj has to step completely out of stone before he can do anything. So I'm going to take a movement action to right here. If I could move my token. If I could move my token.
So you're saying you
map.
can't...
Yeah, I can't move my token.
New map. Tokens can't move.
Oh shoot, my bad. I always forget about that. I tried to unlock it. Funny enough.
Alright. I'm just going to take a 5-foot step through the wall and this let me see something. It's been so long, which it hasn't actually been that long. Yeah. I'm just gonna produce flame on this guy right here, which if I Control? Yeah. I remembered. And hit. 4d4 plus 4, and we're gonna get 11 points of damage. Yeah.
Okay, 11 points of damage on that particular attack. Solid work, my man. That was just a produce flame, so yeah, legit. It envelops this guy, and he screams out loud, "Ah!" Clearly very angry with you. Kill the rats! Maj, that was 1 action popping out of the wall, 2 actions to cast, correct?
Yes, it was.
Okay. Dirge.
So I'm just going to. Oh shoot! I didn't mean to do that.
And remember, the casks are not here.
The casks are not here, so it's straight open.
All except for the table, which I'm going to be unskillfully draw.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, seeing as we don't really have a frontline person anymore, or currently here, I will step up in front of my friend Maj.
All right, so that is 2 moves to get up into that spot.
With my Heelys.
Oh, that's 1. Damn
Yep.
Heelys.
But I am going to. Sorry, I'm trying to decide what to do.
Such a dumb piece of equipment I gave you.
I mean, you only have yourself to blame.
I know, you're absolutely right. I do love it because it's just fun, but
I mean, you were also the one to suggest that, Hammond was the noble steed. Oh, like a horse.
yeah, it's true.
That's fun. I got the clip of it.
Shut up.
Sorry.
Oh, I just found the bathroom on the map for the tavern.
I finally found the bathroom after all of that. So are you stone glided or whatever the hell?
Yes. You see Maj in all his Maji shortness glory.
Would you have to cast that again to get out of here, just in case things get hairy, or no?
I cannot cast that again.
Okay. Darn. Well, I don't know what these things are. I'm just scared. So, but yeah, no, I would just hold the line here. I will ready an action to, if they come to me, attack them.
Got it.
Bam. Actually, I'll take a step back. There.
Okay, Dirge, that is what you do. Get into a defensive position to help out Maj, ready in action. Sir Hammond. Back on this other map from Muckspout Tavern. Sir Hammond, you can hear them coming. They haven't quite made it through the door yet. What are you doing?
I think Sir Hammond would come up and try to bar the door.
Bars the door. Okay. You bar the door. Action 1, move. Action 2, maybe you stick a chair up to make certain nobody's coming through.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Third action, anything?
Can I do another move action?
Sure. What do you want to do?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm gonna just sidestep this sleeping guy right here and myself right there, and raise up this shield and sword.
I forgot you're playing Sir Hammond, and I was like, "What sleeping guy? Where is this?" And
Fun. All right, legit.
legitness.
Cranston, you are up. What do you want to do, my friend?
I am going to cast Bless.
Okay, so you and Sir Hammond get, I believe, a +1 to hit, correct?
Yes. There goes. Bless.
All right, that is 2 actions.
I'm going to move over here and wait for those guys.
Okay. All right, that is your turn. All right, it is creature number 1. 5. Actually, let's go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. They are going to get to there. And you notice them just thinking really hard, and that's it. Action number 2 is going to move. Well, actually, oh, I actually really like this. This is fun. Gonna go ahead and target Maj with a spell, because this is the one that got hurt by Maj. So he's going to in turn cast a spell on you. It is a 23 will save, so here comes, I'm gonna need, maybe I didn't target you. No, I did. Go ahead and roll me the will save. I don't know why I didn't do it, Maj.
22.
Fail by 1. This is a 2-action spell. This is called Crisis of Faith. You assault the target's mental. You assault the target's faith. So I don't know what that looks like for Maj. Perhaps it's in
Maj
himself.
has no faith.
I know, but
Maj
perhaps
has-
it's in himself or science or whatever. Riddling the creature with doubt and mental turmoil that deals 6d6 mental damage.
Maybe there are gods.
Yeah, oh, I like that. Yeah, maybe so that is
I love it.
essentially 21 points of damage as you are just like poof, just like totally
All right, I got
you
it.
just take 21 points of damage from that.
Damn.
It will then kind of move itself a little bit close. You know what? It will get up closer. So that will invoke your attack, Dirge.
All right. Actually, yeah, no, I'm attack. It's what? Control click, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Do I have my lucky dice here?
You gonna roll physical dice?
I might. I just fucking might.
That's
If I
fair.
can
I
find
trust you.
Oh boy, oh boy. Natural 3 for a total of sorry, I'm looking for actions. Okay, bam. With my rapier plus 15, so 18.
That is a miss.
Okay.
Parried to the side. That is your action. All right. It is number 3's turn. Number 3 is going to go ahead and also, let's say 5, 10, 15. 20. Get up into Dirge's face and try to attack him. It is going to use it's going to use some... It's going to use its claw attack. There's a hit.
Ah.
All right. That is going to go ahead. I'm going to need a fortitude save.
Okay, luckily I am good at that. Totally. That?
That's a save.
I have discarded the dice. Never touching that one again.
All right. This next attack will be at a -5. This one is going to be it's going to do another claw attack on you. 22. That is a miss on Hot Dish. All right. There we go. Second attack is a miss. That is the 3 of them. Asgrim, you are up. What are you going to do?
All right. Asgrim's gonna quick draw. Sword and shield, gravity weapon, and then hit this one right here.
Okay, that will double your damage. So that'll be the gravity weapon longsword. Go ahead and target him, and whenever you're ready, swing away.
Control quick click. Is it target? There it is. Targeted.
Yep, all targeted. You're good.
Okay, thank you.
That is a hit.
Okay.
19 on the dot. Go ahead and roll me damage.
Alright.
Can you reshare the map? I can't seem to find it.
Sure, gotcha, buddy. All right, 17 points of damage. You cut this thing, and it's like, ah! It gets cut really good. All right, now we're back in the bar. These two guys, first action, they shake the doors, and then they're like, what the? And then they're going to move over to here. Third action, open the doors. They see Cranston and Hammond over the body of the cook. Funny enough, they already have clubs out. All right. It is the top of the round. All right, Maj, what are you going to do?
Alright, Maj got pissed off at this guy, and I'm gonna unleash it. At this spot, right here, getting first him, and him. I will be targeting that. But before I ever cast Fireball, I will first be casting Elemental Tempest.
Okay, cool.
Alright, and there's that. But what that will essentially do is add extra damage using a verbal. I'm now going to cast Fireball at level 4. I need to select all these targets. And we are going to do... That's going to change this to... I don't know why... Alright. That is also going to do... I have no clue how to make it...
Okay, critical fail on the... Oh my gosh. Okay, a couple things
Two
here.
of them.
Well, yeah, critical fail on 2 of them. Holy smokes.
Love it.
One of them critical success, though, and so it's just, I'm trying to figure out which one. All right, so 1 and 3 are the ones that get hit. And 2 does not. So
Kind of makes sense. He's the farthest one away a little bit.
Yeah, I like that. All right, so yeah, go ahead, Maj. Let's make certain that only 2, 3, and 1 are targeted. So let's untarget 2. Okay, and then
I'm still got 3 targeted. I have no clue how to turn this to 8d6.
You could just roll 8d6 and manually take it down.
yeah, just do 8d6 and we'll manually take it down. I like that.
Helps if I don't have the map over the box.
Couple 1s, couple 6s, kind of averages out.
On top of that, though, they will also be taking...
And what is this spell? Is it just Fireball?
Yes, this is just Fireball heightened to 4, but with a boom from Elemental Tempest, which will, in the area of, will take 1d6 per spell level, which this is a 4th level spell, so that's 4 more d6s.
So is that 8d6, is that already doubled from the crit?
That is not doubled from the crit, that is from casting it heightened.
Oh shit, so that's 48 plus 4d6. All right, roll me 4d6. Okay. So 46 plus 24, correct?
Well, plus 48, so 60 points of damage
60 points of damage.
for the ones that critically failed.
Yeah. Wow. Okay, cool. One of them just is totally destroyed, consumed in fire. That's the one that Rogue is in fighting with. Now, that one just dies. Just Rogue, you're fighting it, you stabbed it, and all of a sudden it just like it's vaporized right in front of you. Like, it seems like Maj is really coming into his own. This one, Dirge, the one that you're engaged with directly north to you, is like charred to a crisp, but barely standing. The other one dodges out of the way just in time to avoid being hit. Huge turn. Huge turn.
Maj looks at them.
Where is my cat?
The one on the ground just like growls and it says, "We'll break her and we'll break you too."
Now, question. With that big ass blast, would Sir Hammond and Cranston hear it?
Absolutely. You guys would have heard like a boom. It almost sounds like a bomb going off for Cranston and Hammond. Very much so.
Ground shakes.
I'm not even making you roll a perception check. That's a huge sound. Absolutely. Cool. All right, Maj, anything else?
That is his whole turn. He used everything.
Dirge.
All right. So let's see. Inventory. Yeah. I'm gonna take a healing lesser potion. Heal myself up.
Okay, go ahead and heal yourself up.
Okay. What is that for a lesser?
I believe it's 2d8, maybe 3d8. We can just look it up. Lesser healing.
Oh yeah. 2d8 plus 5.
There you go.
Oh no, when you drink a minor. Is that what this is? Because it's just it says healing. Oh, okay, minor. I'll take the minor.
Okay, so then yeah, the minor is 1d8, just a straight up 1d8.
Okay. Nice.
All right, go ahead and give yourself 8 hit points. Grabbed it, drank it. You have 1 action left.
All right. I'm gonna attack. The strong one. Hopefully, Maj can do another combo attack. So man, it's this one, right? Control click. Yeah. Am I targeting it?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Abilities, actions, dagger. Oh, I wasn't targeting it.
Okay.
Does it hit it or no?
That will absolutely be a hit. Sorry, I was just thinking of something really cool that I'm about to do. Go ahead and do your damage.
Okay.
2 points of damage.
That's why I don't use my daggers. Ugh.
3. Okay, cool. But you know what? Oh, 2? Okay, yeah. He's almost dead, but not quite there. All right, that's your turn. 3 actions. Before we get to Sir Hammond, somewhere in a very dark place, tied to a table, we see a bleeding with less for Vanya. In the room are several cultists who are surrounding her, chanting. One seems to have some type of they have I imagine they've cut themselves and they're bleeding themselves and they're kind of in this cultic frenzy. Vanya, you hear a loud explosion from up above as the room goes quiet and looks towards it. Clearly, they don't know what's going on. Does Vanya have any response?
Her ears twitch, and she starts. She's in that hysterical phase. She's half there, half not. But as soon as she hears that loud, she just starts giggling. She's like, "You're fucked now."
The rat's on your case.
All right, and we're going to go back to Sir Hammond and Cranston. The door just opened. These 2 knobs walked through it.
Sir Hammond is first going to look at them. You serve the Whispering Tyrant, don't you? You are a part of the Whispering Way, I'm guessing.
You're going to join us, whether you like it or not.
Hail Satan!
Hail Satan!
Hammond lets out a sigh. Well, at least this will make this job easier. And he steps forward. Now let me see. I have been looking over his skills and everything, but it is so odd playing someone else's character.
It's open.
It is. It's always odd.
Agreed.
It's always a bit weird because it's I have an idea.
And don't forget your +1.
Yes, +1. I think I will do a...
Hold on, time out. He has I think we did this last time. He has a +26 to hit. I think I was just as surprised last time. That seems so goddamn high.
+27.
Because it's +1. Get it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks.
Hey, it might matter.
Are they adding? I think they're adding the. I think it's adding the proficiency bonus and the attack-based settings, which it shouldn't. It's like doubling up for whatever reason. Oh yeah, it is. It's exactly what it's doing.
Oh, can you make the alteration?
Yeah, oh well, no, maybe not. Item bonus 1, stat. Yeah, I don't understand how that's correct, but proficiency level plus
Is expert.
11. Yeah, so that's the plus 11. Plus 1. And then the strength bonus.
His strength is 19, so it's a +4.
Yeah, so that's why I'm saying, like, I don't know where the other plus 10 is coming from. That makes no sense to me.
Is it in one of his skills or his abilities?
He's got Intimidating Glare, Ranged Reprisal, Shield Block, Last Wall Sentry, Dedication, Reactive Shielding, or Courage, Relifts. Champion's Code, Weapon DD, Lay Hands, Paladin, Lawful Good, Weapon Expertise, Armor Expertise, Weapon Specialization.
Even that, like, this seems like way too much. I don't know why Fantasy Grounds is doing.
You deal 2 extra damage.
It's with all of his melee attacks. You know what? They're giving him a plus. I know what they're doing. They're doubling up on the. Oh, he's got a plus 10 to his melees for whatever reason. Just miscellaneous. There we go. We're good now. Now that looks right. Okay, we're good.
Alright, and he's got a plus modifier. I think he will just take a dual attack against this gentleman.
Okay.
And let's go back to combat. No. Let's just do a first roll.
I remember he had gotten a +1 rune, right? Maybe that was it. He was doing the +1 and the miscellaneous, and it accidentally went +10.
Yeah, maybe. We got it fixed though. But yeah, that was strange.
So
that will hit. How does Sir Hammond kill this person?
Just one massive swipe right through him.
Cool. Roll me a reflex save.
Was he just a commoner?
Yep.
He does have his shield out as well.
That sounds good. Silmer, roll me that reflex save.
His partner needs to
do the
roll
same
every
thing.
Nat
do
20.
the same thing.
His partner catches the shrapnel and explodes as well as the
His
two
partner
of them
trips
go
and
down.
throws himself in front of Sir Hammond.
Yeah, they're just yokels, man. They're commoners, but you killed them. Sir Hammond gets his shield up just in time. It gets the entire shrapnel spray and everything. It's right there.
That's such a good scene. Just him and he's all the shrapnel
Absolutely.
hitting him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Picture it.
Okay, Sir Hammond, that was your turn. Or no, move, strike. You have one action left. Does he just start running towards the explosion?
He looks over his shoulder at Cranston. I do believe that was something that Marge caused. He was not in the bathroom.
Let's find it.
Really? Oh, poor him. He always thinks.
I hope he wasn't.
That'd be bad if it was.
Yep. Sir Hammond just takes off running.
And I follow.
Awesome. Cool. So then, yeah, at Cranston, you would actually be able to get out in front of him. I'm going to go ahead and bring up that original day map, move you guys off the tavern, and we're going to go ahead and bloop, put you back right there at the entrance, bloop. Cranston, if you want, you can run. At this point, there's like a lot of like people running just like for cover, but it sounds like it's coming from over here.
I don't see that map. I think it's still up, so give me a second to find it. I want to head that way, but...
Yeah, let me go ahead and share it for you in the case so you have access to it again.
I might have closed it, so...
Sure, you make your way into, like, you could probably with another move action and get into that building, and you see it's pretty empty. You see kind of immediately a hall leading down, like towards a basement area, and then you've got kind of like the living space right there. Okay, let's go back to over here. This guy is going to go ahead and... What's he going to do here?
Die, Mr. Bond.
I expect you to die.
I expect you to die.
Okay, that's kind of cool. Okay, this guy is going to cast a spell. He is going to cast... he did not like what you did, Maj. Oh, this makes absolute sense. He's going to take a 3-action maneuver. You don't have the ability to do attacks of opportunity, right, Dirge? Because you would get one otherwise. Dirge? Max?
Yes.
Can you do can you do attacks of opportunity or no?
No,
Okay, cool.
I cannot.
This guy is going to he grabs an unholy symbol around his neck, and he just like, and a black wave of energy comes rippling out of him as he does harm, which is the inverse to heal. So it is going to do 3d8 worth of energy damage to everybody within the range of him. So I'm going to need a will save from Maj. Going to need a will save from... Well, actually, you know what? I think I can get this. I don't know why it hasn't been working properly, but... Dugan, Maj, Asgrim. There we go. Here. I don't know why it's not letting me do the... Okay, what are you
gonna go?
Maybe because they're PCs.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm gonna go ahead and hit that hero point.
Okay, gonna go ahead and hit that hero point. Go ahead and roll me 2 will saves for you. That is a fail, Dirge. That is a save. That's a
Critical save?
that is a critical save, so you won't take
Can I have that hero point back?
Nope. It has been spent.
Damn it.
Okay, go ahead and roll me as well, Asgrim. Rogue, roll me that die.
This is a will save?
This is a will save. For 3d8 points worth of damage. Oh, okay, so you will save, but not crit save. So you'll take half. So Dirge is going to take the full brunt of this. Not amazing damage, but 9 points of damage on Dirge, 0 on Maj, and it will come out to 4 on Asgarim. Now, what's funny about negative energy is it works the opposite on the undead, so they are actually going to heal up a little bit.
Gift that keeps on giving.
Gift that keeps on giving. An undeath.
So
All right, so
these
that's
guys
his
are
turn.
dead.
This guy is going to go ahead and take a step because he does not like how Maj ate him. And he's going to target Maj. And he is going to untarget Dirge. And he's going to go ahead and do a claw attack on Maj.
All right.
25 to hit.
Hits.
Need you to make a will save, buddy.
Will save.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
21.
That is going to be a save. You save against the paralysis. I'm going to go ahead and now do a jaw attack as he tries to bite you. This will be at a -5. That's a 10. What's your AC?
My AC is 21.
Roll me a D100 because that is a crit fail.
He bites himself.
And paralyzes himself.
By the way, I want to just give Blue a hand because I know it's been like 2 sessions where you've just been like watching. So thank you. I know that we've been working. I'm trying to get them to you ASAP. I appreciate you.
Did you give me a hint earlier? Are they above me?
Maybe.
You looked up. No.
Oh, that's fun. I'll take
57.
that. Yeah, I'll take that. 57.
A fun way to roll it.
210. All right. He falls prone. What a joke. What a
Maj
joke.
looks down at him.
Your magics are as weak as you are, and I will get my cat back.
All
You
right.
might as well tell me where it is.
I love it. Asgarim, go ahead.
Can the rat
Right.
throw an imitation check on there? Maybe he breaks.
No.
No, damn.
Good try, though. Intimidate. Go ahead, Asgram. You move. Action 1.
All right. And then I am going to strike. Gravity weapon.
Right as he
Oh.
strikes,
Oh.
Maj.
I
Once-
forgot to target. I'm sorry.
That would hit, so go ahead and roll damage. And go ahead, Jester. What were you saying?
Right as Asgrim raises up his sword, Maj goes.
Don't forget about the exposing tattoos.
As this one falls, a couple things happen. First off, doesn't explode.
Yeah, would these explode?
Secondly, how do you describe your kill?
As like charges over to the dude and brings the sword down and just like impales him through the back, twists the blade, and then he grabs the whistle for his last action and goes.
Whistles. Okay, Cranston, you hear the whistle downstairs. Hammond would absolutely hear the whistle as well. I love it. I love that
You hear-
whistle keeps coming back.
And you hear a dwarven voice call back, hooty hoo!
All right, Maj, you are up
Free
first. Oh, wait, actually, something else is going to happen before this happens. Give me a second.
I wonder if our cat friend hears the whistle too. And then she knows. She already knows.
You know
because of the big
what?
fireball.
I like that, though. That is such a fun thing because it's such a good callback. Go ahead and roll me a perception check, Vanya, to see if you can hear the whistle.
You still have all the negatives on me?
I don't know. Oh,
No.
yeah, that makes sense, though.
Hero point.
You've got other things to perceive in front of you.
Yeah, we got to call beforehand, but that's okay.
I hear over all that chanting.
Yeah, there's a lot of
It's-
chanting.
Well, I mean, if they resumed, but it's also no point in using my hero points when I'm this exhausted.
Yeah. Save it for
Ooga
something really good.
chaka, ooga, ooga, ooga.
Oh
chaka.
yeah, that was the big. That was the big issue when I recall. Is that it left you tired and just in such a bad spot. So I'm trying to look for a proper thing here, and I'm having a hard time. I see what's going on. Two familiar people end up walking through this door.
Shouldn't they be walking downstairs?
No, they're walking through
Oh.
the basement door that was open from earlier. Familiar. You have seen them before.
The Whispering
It
Tyrant.
is-
The Whispering Tyrant walks through the fucking... Disintegrate.
Sure.
Campaign over.
It is Burge and Furge. Dirge's compatriots.
The undead versions.
They're very human. Maj, what do you do?
Maj looks over at the two. Let me guess. You are the one supplying the drugs to our fine town. You are with the Whispering Way.
They look at one another. And they kind of like look at you, and I imagine like you've seen like a sense of like mirth and joy in them before, right? And it's just like all of a sudden it just like turns into this look of just like nothing there, like death, pure hate towards the two of you.
And you may turn your head and see that Dirge has the same expression on his face.
Are you double-crossing us?
I'm sorry, but I'm a survivor. And you aren't.
You think that I'm not?
Not in 2 rounds, no.
Maj quickly and suddenly vanishes as he jumps through the dimension.
Wait, what?
And appears directly behind this guy. The tempest is still roaring around him as he casts yet again his old standby. Produce flame.
On who?
On the guy that he's already targeting.
Okay.
As he does, it still enacts the 4d4 or the extra d4 for fire. Ooh, 17.
That will be a miss.
Is that a... Does he still take damage or not? Nope. That is Maj's turn, and
Okay. Dirge.
Okay. Dirge, I didn't want this to happen, but, and then his voice is changing as he's speaking. The accent is dropping. But I'm sorry. I had hoped you would see the light. I would hoped you would have come to my side willingly. But I see that you have elected the way of pain. You are my friends, and I wanted to give you this choice. But sorry, it's out of my hands now, and I'm going to move up to Maj and take 2 attacks.
Okay.
Let's see. Alright. Dagger.
Blue was the first to know in the one-on-one session. I had Wade waiting in the wings, ready for the reveal when she was being tortured.
hit.
And she's been holding onto that secret for weeks now.
Second attack. The
I
dagger.
wish,
That'll be a
That-
miss.
Okay. I was like, I don't even know what your AC, but you're a wizard, so it's low.
That was 1. I'm sorry. That was action 1 was moving. Action 2 and 3 was to strike. All right, we go back to see Sir Hammond running, and he doesn't know what's going on, mind you, at least yet.
All right.
I'm sorry, guys.
That's awesome.
25. Building.
Okay. Action 1.
And then he's going to keep running to wherever he needs to go.
Okay. You hear the whistling coming from downstairs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put you at. You can make it probably to the top at round 2, and 3 probably can make it to about there. Cranston.
Did Sir Hammond just see the attack on Maj?
I have to. Let's roll for it and find out.
Can I roll my deception versus...
No, because you didn't know he was there.
Okay, fair enough.
But let's leave it up to fate.
Oh god, just him coming around the corner as I'm like driving the dagger.
That is just poetic.
Yeah, that's exactly like you see it, like this horrible ghoul undead looking there. And I don't know, do we see anything under, like, what's the deal with your clothing? Is it just, are you all buttoned up? Max?
Say again, sorry.
Are you all buttoned up clothing wise?
Let's say in the fight, maybe a couple of buttons have come loose and you can see the hints of not even a tattoo, something that looks a little bit more visceral.
Yes. So yeah, Hammond might see like just like the bare elements of a scar right there, and him like driving this dagger into Maj. Cranston, you are up. I'm gonna say action 1. You're able to get to like down the stairs, just following Hammond. From there on, well, you can use your movement as however you'd like.
So would I have seen that as well?
Yeah, I think if he did, you did as well.
All right, in that case.
This guy I just met yesterday is murdering another guy I just met yesterday.
And I saw him stabbing him.
So I've been putting something off, so give me a second here, because I should have done this earlier, but I was looking for a good token to do it, and I couldn't, because there's 2 people at the door that I have yet to roll for. So I'm going to go ahead and use this. I think this would be appropriate to use for them. Yeah, I like this. Perfect.
You guys were all silent about it. The first thing I said is, "You son of a bitch."
It was, yeah. She was so mad.
Yes.
I don't blame her.
I've
Alright.
never played an evil character before. This is the only time I've ever played an evil character.
Okay, so really quick, one of these guys would have already had the option to move. So I'm going to go ahead and use him really quick, because all he would have done is moved up to Rogue. 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. Actually, no, he wouldn't have moved up to Rogue. Rogue, do you have the ability to do an attack of opportunity?
I don't. Where would I find that?
Oh,
If
it's
you
used
don't
especially-
know, you
yeah.
probably don't.
Yeah.
He will actually move up to Maj,
Oh damn.
as they were directed prior to the combat. That is going to be a hit on Maj for a 22 to hit.
Damn it.
Was this before I moved?
Yes, this happened before you moved. My apologies. I need to... I wish I could adjust this now, but... Actually, I'm going to untarget you, Maj.
I mean, if it's a free action, I mean, Asgrim would be shouting at something at Dirge.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So that'll be 13 points. That's full damage on Maj with that particular attack. So 47. Okay. Now it is I believe Sir Cranston's turn. Go ahead.
Give me 1 second. I want to do one thing.
While he's doing that, what are you shouting?
Asgrim would be like, just like pulling the blade out of the ghoul on the ground and seeing this happen. I think he would shout, they had just talked about, something just a moment ago together, right?
Being a survivor.
Yeah, and him like saving him from the pod, and he's gonna be like, Dirge, what the fuck? I save your life, and you betray us.
I'm going to center an attack, my spell on Dirge.
Okay.
I'm going to cast Divine Wrath because I still have 2 left.
Sure.
And see if I can. I'm trying to figure out how to do this.
So actually, really quick, action economy. Your first action, because you were still outside of the house. Or no, you ran down the stairs, which would have gotten you to here. That would have been action 1.
Oh, okay.
Because you ended like right in the doorway looking down or whatever, but then you heard the whistle, so you decided to go downstairs. So action 1 would have been moving downstairs.
Okay, so I would not actually do it that way, so won't be able to do that. 2, 3, 4, 5. I can come here though, and I see all of this going on. I see the undead, which is obviously I should be able to tell that he's a revenant, right?
So I'm
Or
just
not.
using. He's not. He's a human. I'm just using it. I'm just using the token. So yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
30. I'm going to send a divine lance down toward the where the hell is that? It's
The ghoul.
yeah, toward the ghoul because
It's the P.
yeah, there it goes. Wouldn't come up for some reason.
Yeah, man, that makes sense. Get rid of one thing in combat before you focus on other
Plus,
things.
it's undead. So
That one, yeah, you definitely know is undead.
So how do I target this guy?
Control, select.
Control what?
Control,
Left mouse
click.
button.
Okay, will it show me that I am?
You're
Do
doing
you have
it,
your
yeah.
combat tracker open?
Yeah, I'm in combat. I've got the combat tracker open on. This is combat mode.
You are targeting. You're good.
Okay. So then when I hit Divine Lance, I want to do good.
15. That will absolutely hit the ghoul. Just right in the chest, and he just looks at you and sneers. Okay, anything else, Cranston?
That was my third action, so there's really not anything else I can do.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, as directed. On Maj. Here we go, Maj. This is one attack. This might knock you down. Let's find out.
Might. And it definitely does. It is a
30,
crit.
36. Okay. That is going to be 2d8 plus 10.
Oh, he zeroed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, how does it work in Pathfinder?
So that would be 15
2.
points of damage.
On the dot.
It was a critical though.
That is on the dot. 15.
5 plus 10. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a critical though. It's a named character against a named character, so
Should be 20.
You're right. It is a named character against a named character. You're right. All right, I gotta roll a d100.
In Pathfinder, can you go under 0?
No,
Or
no,
second
no.
edition, yeah, what
Not second edition. But he's bringing up that I need to go to the crit. Oh, why didn't that roll? Oh, because I'm rolling it on top of the maps. I see what's going on. All right. There
Too
we
many
go. Now
maps.
it's in. 59.
Prone.
Yeah, it just knocks the target prone, which you fall
You
prone
already were.
anyway from being unconscious. All right, we're going to start getting into death save action. Maj, you go to the spot immediately before the person who attacked you and knocked you out. So you are at 24. That's where you move permanently. It is this particular one.
Maj is getting too accustomed to this.
Yeah, no joke. Okay. This person does not like that it was attacked by a cleric, especially a good one. So it is going to target Cranston. And it is going to cast a spell. I don't know if this was the one that cast Crisis of Faith. I can't remember. I think it was.
Sure it was.
All right, he'll do a ranged spell attack against you for this particular one. Let's see what happens. Oh my God, natural 20. He shoots an utterly cold ray of darkness tinged with unholy energy. You are not celestial. However, if this ray... this is a spell called Chilling Darkness. This is going to do, because of the damage, it's going to be 10d6 cold damage to you. 33 points of damage to Cranston as all of a sudden this hits him in the chest and the cold just like begins to spread, and it's got to be one of the worst things you've ever felt in your entire life. Asgarim, you are up.
All right. Asgrim is pretty
I would
destroyed.
mention as well, by the way, that you can also do your hunt prey option, and that will give you an additional damage die.
Yeah. I mean, I think he's gonna have to do that. He's already got gravity weapon on it, right?
Correct. You just tell me who he's targeting.
Can I come up like this? Those barrels aren't there, right?
Those are not there, yes, so you absolutely can. Are you targeting Dirge?
Yeah, he is very upset with Dirge, so...
Makes sense.
I mean, fair. I have done some things.
I've done some things.
I may have committed light treason.
Light?
And he's shouting those things like, how dare you betray us? You are my friend.
All right.
I have the high ground.
And he will attack. Gravity weapon.
Did you do the hunt prey option or no?
Hunt prey, yeah.
Okay. Yep.
Hunter's Edge, is that what it's called? Percentage?
Yes. So you have, this will be 3d8 if you hit.
Okay.
If you hit.
If
Come
I
on,
hit.
then.
If I hit.
Come on, Mr. The Pale. Oh, shit.
That is a hit. Not
That's
a
a
crit.
hit, not a crit. Not a crit.
Oh my God, if
Damn.
that was a crit, that would have been huge. Yeah, go ahead and roll your damage. That is 3d8.
Okay, I have to roll this separate. There we go.
All right. And an additional... Oh my God. All right. 19 points of damage to Dirge as he takes a pretty big hit. Boom. All right, Asgrim. That was your turn. It's this guy's turn.
Wait,
Flank him!
I still have another attack.
Move,
I
hunt,
believe.
prey.
Move, hunt. Oh, okay. Move, hunt, and then attack. No. That's
Okay.
right.
Yeah. Yes. And Flurge or Burge, whatever, one of the urges, moves.
Virgin Turge, come on.
Burge and Turge moves to flank Asgarim like you asked him to do. So he will get a +2 to this attack. Is it plus 17 to hit? It says claw, but he's really using like a short sword. Do you have your shield up or no?
I do.
Okay,
Yeah.
so this will be 1d8 plus 5. So it'll be 10 points of damage. Your shield is up, though. It absorbs 5, which means 2 and 3 get split between... Do you take the 2 or do you take the 3?
I'll take the 2.
All right, so then your shield has 3 points of damage.
Okay.
I think it has a health pool of about... do you have a heavy steel shield? Do you remember?
Yes. Should be.
Steel shield.
Viking shield. Let me see. Viking shield.
Yes, it has a shield hardness of 5 and hit points of 20. So it lost 3 hit points on that attack. It's at 17 out of 20. You got to keep track of like your own like little health pool for shield. Can you do that?
Okay,
Rob?
I'll do that. Yeah.
So it's at 17 out of 20. That was action 1. Action 2 is he's going to strike again, but this will be at a -5. Natural 20. That is a critical.
Minus.
Doesn't
That's even
matter.
with the -5.
Well, because of the
it.
20, it takes it up 1.
Yeah. All right, so that is going to be 12 plus 10, so that'll be 22 points of damage. Now, let's do some quick math. Your shield brings that 22 down to a 17. All right, so that means you take 8 or 9 points of damage.
I also don't want to be that guy, but D100.
That's fair. Take a hero point, Chester. Do you want yourself to take the 9 damage, or do you want your shield to take the 9 damage?
I'll take the 8 damage.
Okay, so then your shield takes another 9. That means it goes from 17 minus 9. It has 8 hit points left. Bam. Asgrim, you've taken some damage as well. All right, that is his turn. Dirge, you're up.
All right. Dirge looks at him and is like, we still can be friends after this. And then just drops his daggers. Like, I guess free action, drops his daggers. Pulls out his rapier. But, you know, what comes after might not be pleasant.
Okay.
He's going to attack. Actually, he's going to... Yeah, no, he's got him flanked, so it's good. Sorry, Mr. DePale.
My dad was Mr. the
Still trying to figure out why you're talking like that.
That is a miss.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Asgrim.
It keeps coming in and out. He was under deep cover for a while.
Asgrim, that's a miss on Asgrim. You have 2 attacks left, or 2 actions left.
Yeah. One more attack.
That is a
even
critical
worse.
miss. I will roll the D100. 11, just a bad miss.
Okay.
You have 1 action left. Asgrim, like, maybe it's just his fury. It's just like parrying away your rapier, and you see pure hate and anger in his eyes.
Maybe he's getting a little bit surprised by how well he's defending.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to use something that I was going to do. I would have done at the start of like the initiative when my guys, but if you allow it, Chris, I took a feat called Battle Cry.
Okay.
When you roll initiative, you can yell a mighty battle cry and demoralize an observed foe as a free action. If you're legendary in intonation, I'm not, but I'm master. So, can I use this? Because I specifically chose not to use it because these were going to be my allies that I would be fighting.
Sure. No, that makes sense. You can use it now.
Yeah. Okay. Demoralize an observed foe. So, I'm going to demoralize Cranston.
Okay. Roll me an
just
intimidate
like-
check.
Yeah, let's see. Ability. Skills. Intimidation plus 16. Oh, fuck. I have been rolling terribly since I turned evil.
Yeah, that's probably not going
As
to
you
happen.
deserve.
All right, Sir
What
Hammond
was
is
that,
up.
you little?
All right.
Well,
I have been thinking about how Sir Hammond would react to seeing Maj slain by friends.
oh god, yeah. I was hoping Brandon was going to be here for this one.
I know.
Yeah, I really wish
me
he
too.
was, man.
I want to say Sir Hammond would run forward, scoop up Maj onto his shoulder, and as he does that, he uses Lay on Hands.
All right, I like it. Action 1, move. Action 2, pick up Maj, which is easy because he's a big, strong paladin. And then action 3, lay on hands. So that is going to be an automatic 18 hit points to Maj, and that will bring him back up into the combat. So we go ahead and subtract that. So 52, and then we're talking 44. All right, that is Sir Hammond's turn. Cranston.
Oh, you made my life so much easier. Thank you.
Oh, remove the friendly out of harm's way.
No, made me not have to worry about healing his ass. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cast that Divine Wrath I was talking about earlier, right on the middle of Hot Dish's ugly little face.
Okay. Will this hurt your
So-
friends as well, or no?
This will only hurt people of evil. It's good damage.
Excuse me, my charisma's 16. There's nothing ugly about my face.
All of them are evil, so this will absolutely impact all of the enemies.
Alright, what do we roll?
Let me see.
Let's see here.
Where'd it go? Damn it.
So Wade and I have been planning this since he made Dirge.
We were literally like at his house talking, and he was talking about like how dark the campaign was, how Brandon's character died in the first like real big thing. And I was like, well, this is a dark campaign. Why not have a traitor?
Yeah, and I was like that, and he was the one that came up with the idea for the tattoos and stuff.
So basically, it's basically a fireball. It's a 20-foot burst. It's a fireball of good. And again, I should have hit Hot Dish Duggan over there. And for some reason, when I
got all the enemies for you, buddy. You're good to go.
Okay, you rock. Okay, let me see here. If I can do the damage now is 1d10.
Do I roll
1d10.
reflex or anything? Or no?
So he'll be able to roll the reflex checks for everybody. When you
interesting.
when he goes to Divine Wrath, which I can't see, but yes. All right. So you see the die? It says Save Fortitude DC 23, right next to the little asterisk next to Divine Wrath. You see that, buddy? There you go, baby. You got it. Oh, so okay, wait. So that didn't do the
the damage to everybody.
yeah. So wait.
Unless I already saved. Unless I saved part of it. Like
no, we didn't. We didn't do the saves part of it. So the blood is what does the damage. There you go. And that's important because if somebody crit fails, we need to know that part.
But I need to redo the damage, I think, because it didn't work on.
I agree. So hold up one second.
Can
Let
you
me go ahead and
fix to the cunning ghoul, excuse me.
Ghoul number 2, double damage.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So here's.
So give him back 19, the ghoul.
I already did.
Awesome. Let me roll it again then.
Fail. Revenant 1 succeeds. All right, so go ahead now and roll the damage.
Ooh.
My God. Okay.
Still showing me damage 0, 0, and 0. So
I'll go ahead and adjust that accordingly. So first off, the ghoul just like erupts in a divine positive energy light, and just like turns to ash before your eyes, screaming out loud as it like is like motioning for Maj, but unfortunately is unable to get to him. These guys will take. So the Revenant takes 30. Revenant 2, which is really just Dirge or Burge. Dirge, because you are evil, this will absolutely hit you. So you are at Oh my god, that wrecks you pretty hard. You like feel good energy coursing through you, but causing you pain. What is going through Dirge's mind as this is happening?
Fucking really? Like, I imagine I just cough up a shit ton of blood onto Asgrim. Like, I'm like about to land a killing blow or something like that, and then just like the light envelops me, and then I just vomit blood.
I love it.
No, your juices.
My juice. Ain't nobody stop the juice.
I'm gonna
All right.
squeeze those out.
Cranston, that was your turn. Anything else?
Yeah, I get one more move, one more action, I believe.
Cranston, is there a reason 33 points of damage has been dealt to you as well?
Yes, the ghoul tagged me,
Thank you. I appreciate
and
that.
yep. And as to that, I was gonna take a moderate healing potion.
Okay, so then Divine Wrath is 2 actions.
Yes.
Somatic Verbal, so then your third action will be to grab a potion.
Oh, I can't drink a potion in one round. That's 2 round.
I believe getting the item is 1 action and drinking it's a second. However, if you can look at the rules, and if I get that wrong, please, I'd like to know for the future.
If that's the case, could I do a medicine check on myself? Or that's also 2.
Do you have battle medicine?
Yes, I do.
Then you absolutely can.
I will do that.
Attempt a medicine check with the same DC as treat wounds and restore the corresponding amount of HP. All right, so 2d8. Well, actually, roll your medicine check first, and we'll see if you're successful.
Divine Wrath. That is a crazy spell.
It really is.
Yeah, so 2d8 healing. Go ahead and give it to yourself.
Pathfinder 2.
Let's see here. Easiest way is just to roll it, I guess. I don't see a way to... Whoops, that is not on the box.
How many of those you get a day? Because that's got to be a high level. Yeah, for level 4. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I was like,
yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah, you got to use all your stops in deadly combats like this.
Oh,
Holy
hell
shit.
yeah. Can you add that back to me, or do I add that back to myself?
I got you, buddy. You're good.
Appreciate
Speaking
it.
of combats,
Maj, you are in your steed's arms.
Whoa!
Maj looks at Hot Dish Dugan. You said I'm not a survivor? But you forgot. I don't have to be when I have my friends.
And at first, he just does a force bolt.
And that's on Dirge?
On Dirge. I forgot to target him.
That's okay. I just wanted to make certain.
You're gonna beat me with the power of friendship. We're not the Power Rangers, okay?
Apparently they are.
How does Hot Dish Dugan react to that little blast?
Like, is this like essentially a magic missile or something?
Yeah, you
Oh,
just
okay.
got blasted by a magic missile with Maj monologuing to you.
Well, he again spits up another little bit of blood. Relying on others makes you weak.
Relying on others is a strength. As he casts hydraulic push on you.
Hydraulic push. What does that do? Just, I'm assuming it pushes me. But...
No. It does 3d6 on a success and knocks you back 5 feet. On a critical success, it does 6d6 bludgeoning.
It just is a success.
We need to find out what your AC is. 24, so that will be a hit. So that is, it's not a critical success, it's just a regular success.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and roll me 3d6 points of damage for Dirge.
Drink it from the fire hose.
9 points of damage on Dirge. Dirge is hurting. Dirge also gets pushed 5 feet that way as it just hits him square.
Wow, shit.
Okay, Maj, I think that's your turn.
That is Maj's turn. He's still in Hammond's... well, on Hammond's shoulder.
Flurge looks towards you, wondering what he should do.
We fight another day. Back to the temple. Preparations must be made.
Okay. He will run then. 15, 20.
See, I have my friends too, and I want them to live too, because they got funny names.
That's the only reason. 5.
Does this change my situation at all, or are they still doing their thing? Like,
I'm assuming there's cultists around you still, but these guys
I'm
were.
curious because of all the explosions and the fighting and the yelling.
Oh, I like what you are. I think I like.
Does this give me a little boost of hope and maybe distraction purposes?
Maybe. I think I like that. He's off the map.
Because I don't know if are we like in the point where it's like I almost failed my third one, or this is before I knew Dirge was. Where are we in that timeline?
That's fair. So 2 have failed. This is.
Because I think you said it was going to be in the afternoon that Dirge would show up, and he would.
Yep, that's exactly. So I think this is the second. I think you've only failed twice. So you are on the cut. You're not. You have failed 3. We rolled for it, but your friends are on the way. It seems like. So does it? You know what? I like that. I like that we have you re-roll your third one. And what I'm gonna say is, you can re-roll it at your normal will save without the effects, because of this is like a breath of fresh air, right? So re-roll will save.
Can I spend a hero point to make her roll twice and take the lesser?
Yes, you can.
No, because I was. What about mine?
Can I use my hero point to cancel out his hero point?
Yes, you can.
Absolutely doing it.
Absolutely.
And I have 2. So.
Okay, so are you
gonna use?
I knew exactly that was gonna happen, but it was just worth it to just do it. I knew Jester was gonna chime in and he was like, I got one too.
All right, so then a net 1 additional will save for you, Blue. Roll 2.
Yes, I'm gonna use my dice and then add 11 because that's what my will save is.
I like that.
Dice.
So first one is 21.
Okay, and what's your second one?
25.
DC 25.
Is it
You
me
can
to
hear
do it?
your friends coming in, and so you're able to hold out. It's just you're I just gotta hold on a little bit longer. I just gotta hold on a little bit longer. That's what's going through Blue's mind, because you know they're on their way.
Nice.
I love it. I fucking love it. All right, Remnant 2 has Blurge has gone. Asgarim, you're still standing there. Dirge is well within your reach.
I'm gonna stab him.
There's also Revenant 1. There's also Revenant 1.
There's also
Revenant 1.
Oh my god! Dirge might die! Dirge might die! All right, let's do it. Any hero points you'd like to spend? Just throwing it out there.
I'm gonna use my hero point just because I fucking.
He's so mad.
Oh, that didn't go in the
I'm not
box.
mad. This is fun.
If it doesn't go in the box, it doesn't count. That's
That was a
roll
nat
though.
20.
Oh, no! I'm so
It's all right, you still
sorry.
have 2 rolls.
That's the rule we've always played with. I'm so sorry, Rogue. All right, but you're using
That's a miss.
so go ahead and roll it.
Here's the hero point.
Hero point was worth it. That's a hit. Go ahead and roll me damage.
Are you doing hunt prey as well?
Hunt?
He's
Is this
got-
gravity and.
Yeah, it's
yeah,
already applied.
This is 3d8 plus 5. This. Oh, now roll the regular damage.
Did it roll?
You didn't roll your
No.
regular damage. I only got the hunt prey.
Oh,
Asgarim,
Oh no!
describe your kill.
oh my god. So Asgrim has lost way too much, and to on all the fighting that they've been doing, and having to try to build up armies for like just a chance to kill this fucking thing that destroyed his child and his wife, to have Dirge, betray him like this. He's like almost in tears, right? And he was like, "You are my friend," and then he impales him through the rib cage as he's starting to like flee to get out of there.
And Dirge, as he's impaled on his sword, looks at him. Funny, really. You still won't be able to save those weaklings back in Vigils.
Does he
Pops
explode?
up blood right on his face, and just slides down to the floor. Dead.
And
Fuck you.
Friend.
I wanted to escape and be like a recurring villain. Fuck.
roll me a reflex save, Rogue. I think you know what's happening next.
Choke on it! Like, as he's done. Choke on it.
The scar
Fucking
begins
choke
to
on it.
glow as Dirge dies,
And,
that is a critical success. You get your shield up, and you've seen this trick too many times, and you know it's coming from Dirge. You get it up in time as he explodes his chest.
What about Dirge's buddy?
Good question. Does he see it coming? I think that's a fun mechanic, just how they chain.
Yeah.
because it can be like really beneficial or really horrible.
Absolutely.
Like, either or.
He also saves, but I don't know if that's a crit save. Dirge is a little bit stronger, so though we're gonna
Not stronger anymore.
13 points of damage to this guy as he just gets hit. Asgrim, I think you have 2 actions left. That was your first. That was your. Do you want to try and get this guy?
Destroys all my gear.
Yeah, he'll spin around and stab at that other, slice at the other guy.
Go ahead, and I'm going to go ahead and target for you. You should be all good now. Go ahead and roll that attack. Attack number 2. Attack is a miss. Would you like to attack a third time or do something else?
No, he's gonna start. I think he's gonna start moving.
Okay.
He wants to find. He wants to find her. Let's see. Yeah, he's gonna start backing up. Which way did they come in?
They came in like this up here.
Well, they came in down here, I thought. At the bottom.
I'm sorry. Which way did Sir Hammond and them come in?
Oh, okay.
They came in from up here, from like an entrance from the top.
Oh, there is no other place like that.
And then there's like a door this way that I just kind of like made.
Did my giant fireball expose
Locked
any?
door.
You know what? Fuck it. He's
Cat
gonna
door
shout,
open.
"Where is she?" And then he's gonna cut one more time.
All right, go ahead and roll it. That is a miss. And he says, "I'm gonna break her before you can get to her," as he begins to withdraw after Ferge. And he says, "But you should know," as he turns back one time. He even looks like disdained at Dirge, whose eyes are just like open and dead, just like looking out towards the ceiling. And he said, "Vigil's hope is being overrun as we speak. Dirge's final gift. Your precious little town is no more." As he runs out. And that'll be the combat.
The phoenixes! My lord!
So, seeing as everything's on the table now, I will confess a couple of things. One, there was a part where we had the phoenixes, and like we were trying to say, like, somebody threw a phoenix to me, and I was like, I'm gonna fumble this save on purpose,
Yeah, that was mine, you asshole.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, no.
That's great.
The
I'm
first
gonna keep
time,
remembering things that I'm like, oh, I did
Oh,
this.
you know that
I did
supply
this.
cache of drugs? Yeah, no, he took that.
Yeah, that was
yeah,
mine.
you get, yeah.
We just handed it right back into the enemy hands. No big deal.
We took this from the enemy. Here you go. And I'm just standing over here with my bloody blade dripping. Oh, I'll take good care of this.
Dude, I want Dirge's roller skates.
You
can-
do it.
100%
Destroyed in the
yours.
blast. They were
see-
evil
you
and
s-
destroyed in the blast.
You see his heelys sticking off of his feet,
The only thing that survived
covered in his blood.
is his feet.
Oh my god, like literally like Wicked Witch of the West, like it's just two smoldering feet.
Shrivel up.
Oh, that's amazing.
Asgrim's like, you don't deserve these. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
What a world! What a world!
All right.
I'm helping.
So
Stabbing his one weakness.
things seem to be quiet. You hear people scuttling throughout the streets, but you can't really see anything. You know that Turge and Flurge are gone. You know that the four of you are here in this basement. You know Vanya is still caught. You know that Vigil's hope is possibly under assault or have been leveled to the ground already. And in the middle of it all is the dead body of Dirge, your companion, who you thought you could trust for so long, who has since now betrayed you.
Oh, like 2.5 years?
He is
Oh,
lifeless on the ground, looking up towards the ceiling.
With
I
a
wanna
lot
have
of gear on him, by the way.
a lot of gear. And you know what? That gear is absolutely your guys to take, because I know I'm really shit at giving out gear. So we're just going to...
I'm the loot.
Yes,
I'm the
you are
loot this time.
This makes it really easy for me.
And by the way,
You just drag everything into the loot table?
I can do a 4-person medicine check, by the way.
You can.
So
I
we
could
should probably
see-
do that.
I could see unnamed in the top left corner, and I could only assume that's you making a new character, right?
Dirge was the treasure all along.
Keep telling yourself that, buddy.
So yes,
Oh man,
so you
that was
could-
my favorite character I've ever played, and I love you guys. I'm so sorry if I have made you mistrust me.
It was good.
I kept saying every time I described my character, I was like, "Oh yeah, he's like Lando Calrissian. He's like Lando Calrissian." You fools! You forgot that Lando Calrissian betrayed everyone in the first act. Well, third act, I think. I don't fucking know.
I thought it was well done.
Dibs on the soap.
Dibs on the soap.
I'm just
This reminds me of Craftjaw.
oh yeah, that's right. Craftjaw was the first one. I forgot he betrayed everybody back in our WASD days.
Guess who he targeted?
You.
No, you wouldn't have that. Would you have that vial of shiver still? No. Oh no, I put that in there. Never mind. No.
I'm literally just
might not
moving
have-
all the contents of his person over, so I'm not really even taking a really great look at it.
No, I threw that in there so he could take it during the
Yeah, I might. I just
transplant,
probably
but
didn't
he
delete
didn't.
it. My boo.
Goes in my bag of holding unless y'all have a bag of holding.
You like, Jester, how like at the start of this combat I was like, so can you do that wall slidey thing again? And you're like, nope, that was my one a day. Oh, interesting.
He wouldn't have known that though.
I know, but that was Wade asking, and you gave me an answer.
So let's go ahead and get that medicine check from Cranston really quick.
Right.
As you're healing everybody. That'll be a critical success. So that'll be
Ooh, I get
4
33 hit points back.
No. Hey, why not?
4d8 to everybody, and you try to give CPR to Dirge, but it's just not working.
There's nothing to.
No, I don't.
There's
Maj
no
has already
chest to
gone with-
compress. Okay, there's no chest to compress.
That was a really good heal. I'm going to go ahead and give 24 hit points back here to everybody.
I
I've
don't
already
think
got
I
mine.
can get it though, can I? Because I did a medicine check on myself.
I believe that is the case. Check out battle medicine though, because I think
Yeah, I believe
that's
it's
special.
okay. Let me look.
I have battle medicine too. I could heal you if you need anything.
So here's the thing: all heal. Maj, you're totally healed up. If you're
No, I already took care of my wounds.
Oh.
I'm at where I'm at.
Okay, cool. Thank you. I appreciate that. Delete my browser. Okay.
Yeah, you may be right because it says it's temporarily immune to battle medicine for 1 day.
Yeah, it doesn't specifically. Yeah, I think this is like you're actually taking the time to treat them.
Okay, I will take it then.
Yeah, I'll give it to you. So that'll bring you down to you fully healed then.
Don't know. Let me look.
You're at 21 wounds, so then yes, you are.
Yay!
Okay, cool. So we'll take care of some more of the housekeeping things in between session or even at the beginning of next week. But I want to know what's kind of going through your characters' heads after this.
I'm
What are
mostly worried. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say, what are they thinking about, and or what are they saying to one another?
I'm worried about the cat.
Okay.
That's mostly my concern. If Maj is, how bad off is Maj still?
20.
Okay. I could give you another eight on a heal.
I was gonna say Sir Hammond could probably lay on hands too.
Oh, he's already dead.
He's only got to wait
I
10
love that
minutes
y'all
and then
just
he can.
rifling through my.
Yeah, that's
stories.
I love that Maj is already like mine.
Maj never gets anything.
That's fair. I just think it's
But-
funny.
Maj is actually picking up this heated cloak and had a disguise for Vanya.
So I'm. Oh,
I
okay.
probably need it.
I interrupted you again, Cranston. I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
You were talking about how you're worried about the cat.
Yeah, mostly. That's just we need to find her.
Okay.
And I'm also just, you can see anytime he comes near that any of the ghouls, you can see the revulsion on him and just the anger and the hatred of them.
Sure. What about the rest of you?
I'd say Sir Hammond's laid hands on Maj. And Maj and him are walking over, looking over at Dirge. He's been with us for a while. We thought we could trust him.
Did we take his money too?
I think...
Oh, yeah.
I don't think I had a lot of money. I don't know. Oh, actually, I have a decent bit. 27 gold, 143 silver, 158 copper.
Continue. I'll take care of that.
I think Sir Hammond right now feels pretty defeated, pretty much like he doesn't know who he can trust. He thinks he can trust Maj.
Stabs him.
He looks down at Maj. Right as Maj uses one more force bolt on the body. You son of a bitch.
Ochi, but Ochi.
I told you that friends were their strength. You wouldn't listen. And now I have to worry about my ward and my bird. Hopefully they can get out safely. Sir Hammond, we should start searching this room to make sure that there's no false walls or make sure that that slab can't be moved. We need to find Vanya and get on a move.
Also, is there anything on the ghouls of any note?
Yes. What's left of the ghouls, you find what appears to be a missive from somebody called Inquisitor Zahn. Essentially, it says, "We'll break the cat." And it continues to say, Dirge thinks those fool people of his can be turned. He feels pretty convinced that at least 3 of them knows for a fact that the rat needs to die. Because out of all of them, he will be the one that will essentially try to... who won't turn. So it's imperative we take the rat out. The other three, we think we can break. I don't know whether or not Dirge is right. Time will tell. But the cat is the priority. Bring her and all of her belongings into the underground temple underneath the city. She will join the other supplicants, the other ones that we will break. And they too will join the Whispering Way. And then it just says Inquisitor Zahn.
Let's save her, right meow.
Meow.
And in it, you find a map directly to this this under area.
You get the impression from other paperwork that the south side of the city, across the bridge, that the underground temple is underneath one of those buildings. In the interest of time, too, it kind of like details exactly which building it would be.
Asgrim is still staring at Dirge's body, right? And as he had killed him, like the tears, like maybe were starting to swell up, right? But even as he killed him, and like Dirge's last words, just severed any like emotional tie, to Dirge after that. So he's staring at his body maybe while they're looking through the notes, and then he's gonna get up and just hack his head off.
Oof.
And just watch it roll across the floor for a second. And then he turns around over to Maj and like touches his shoulder and is like, "You're all right."
This is. I don't know how I felt about this. Dirge seemed like he was there to help us. But as for me falling in battle, this is nothing new. I've sacrificed myself for Sir Hammond, and like slaps Sir Hammond's leg. I believe I've sacrificed myself for you. This time, I sacrificed myself.
We can trust us.
To figure out this man's true motives.
So he grabs Maj's shoulder and Hammond's shoulder. We can trust each other. And then he looks over to the cleric. He's a cleric, right? The dwarf.
Rob? Yes.
Yeah, and then he nods to him, and he says, "I think Dirge would have led us as far away from her as possible. She's probably not even over here. We must find her."
Definitely, it is an imperative. It's imperative.
And then that's what he'll do, is immediately start trying to find her.
You guys collect your things, having now severed Dirge's head off of his body.
Desecrate the corpse. String it up all over the place.
Absolutely.
Dance in the blood.
As one does. As one does.
Now, the juice thing, that was not me trying to sabotage anything. That was just Dirge having no idea about bodily autonomy.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. So with that said, you guys begin to make your way into the rest of this city to find Vanya. And I want to at least assure Vanya they will find you next session. So you'll be back in the fold soon enough.
Or rolling up a new character, depending on how well we do.
Yeah. Well, guys.
Or I'll just play Sir Hammond.
So here's what I'm thinking. It feels wrong to pull Sir Hammond out at this juncture. I don't know. I can't be like, oh, he's off in the city. You know what I'm saying? So if you guys are amenable to that, then yes, I think we could take turns pulling Sir Hammond, and then we'll see what happens after this. Fair enough?
You know, I have an idea. We could let Dirge run him.
Yeah, I was gonna say is like I could run him till I have like my next character is introduced.
That actually makes a lot of sense. So let's go ahead and roll with that for the interim. And
Now, no heel turns on him.
Oh no!
I
Like,
know.
so
I'm sorry. I'm totally messing with you.
when I was playing him last week, I was like, I have to make certain people know that I'm trying to get to them as quick as possible because that would be what Sir Hammond would want to do.
yeah,
And
he faithfully played Sir Hammond's character.
Yeah.
All right, guys, good session. It occurs to me only now that we didn't do introductions earlier, so my bad.
Okay.
We'll do them next week.
Hey, we could do introductions.
Yeah, introduction.
Yeah.
They'll be a little
Thank
shorter
you for
this
watching.
Yeah, thank you for watching.
Bye, fuck boys. My name's Agitated Max.
Go ahead, everybody, if you'd like to.
Formerly playing the character of Hot Dish Dugan.
He's now Cold Dish.
He's now cold.
He's
dish.
very much cold.
Cold cut.
Cold cut. Oh, you know what? You need to. I guess Dirge is going to be the first one up on Walhalla on the Discord because he's a player character who died.
Now you gotta
I will
do
make
him good and
Nice.
write an obituary.
Yeah.
Nice.
He was a
Dirge.
bastard who betrayed all his friends. The end.
Dirge. We finally got tired of his shit.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining our session, hanging out with us, and y'all have a wonderful evening. Peace, and we'll
Have a
talk
good
to
night.
you later. Have a good night.